stranger, no mask, there's no pressure. From me you're set. Climb down from the plateau, where you go I follow, right behind you. I am wings spread wide, I go with the tide. Push on farther from the point you started from, into the storm. I fly with the weather, every bone and feather, keep you from harm. But you are armed and proud, shoot your omen down. I will curse the ground you walk on, mine will be the name you cry. I deserve your compassion, now around your neck I'm tied. Textbook truth was never there for you. Pick up your head. No one word could ever heal the hurt. Now my mouth is red. I'm prepared to die. You're still asking why. I will curse the ground you walk on, mine will be the name you cry. I deserved your compassion, now around your neck I'm tied. You search for the treasure, we'll go down together under the waves. Two lost sailors on an epic failure, no one can save. When we start to drown, they will write this down. I'll curse the ground you walk on, mine will be the name you cry. I deserved your compassion, now around your neck I'm You were born in old Kentucky, under stars and signs unlucky, never meant to be beauty queen. Still you read my notes and letters, holding to the hope that better things were waiting on the other side. You've been with me for a long, long time, around the world, and you're still on my mind. You were counting the days gone by. I was circling around the sky, never knowing if the sun would set. and adventure can't compare, can't take center stage. You are the only star I see. Counting the days gone by, I was circling around the sky, never knowing if the sun would set or rise. Now I can your
on my lap just a moment ago.
Yeah, but she didn't want your kisses.
Nobody ever does.
Oh, poor thing. No one wants your kisses. Nobody wants your kisses now.
Oh, hey, it's Molly Lewis in the wings.
Going. It's Molly Lewis.
We got a Daniel Neruda.
We might have other people, I don't know.
Yeah. We have my phone. Not
We're
loading.
going. We don't know because Michael's phone is old AF.
Yeah, it is.
That's okay. I'll pull it. Mine is new AF.
No connection. Oh, no. Now I got it.
We got it?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
it's
are we
us.
streaming already?
That's our face.
Hello. Welcome to this
welcome
very
to this
professional show.
We're glad you're here. Did you take a shower?
I took a shower.
Wow.
In case anyone had their smell-o-vision turned on, I wanted to not stink up the place.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you can't compete with the kittens, so.
Oh, yeah. This place is disgusting.
But hi, you're
Hello.
here. We're glad you're here.
Hello and welcome.
This is Quarantenapalooza.
10.
All of the fingers. All the fingers. We're going to have to start using toes.
So this is the last one, right? Then just things go back to normal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that the Roman numerals are going to start falling off the...
Yeah. You need to make a
off
new
the
graphic.
banner. I'm going to have to, like, shorten the kern. Haha, graphic design joke.
We got Kate here, we have Nancy here, we have Lorraine here. Look at all these.
Name them all.
Lovely, Eric Ginsberg is here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, we should get Eric on this
Yeah, we should do that.
shindig, huh?
Hey,
Eric.
You
Do you
wanna
want to do this?
do a Quarantenapalooza?
Just shoot me an email. Yay! But we have a lot of good stuff today. The least of which, the most of which that's a good thing. Least of which,
Look, it's all good.
It's all great. It's all great. But we have a pug bath.
Yeah,
There's
I'm excited
gonna
about that.
Together Studios. Keith and Jenn are going to be bathing their pug Sensai Ping
yeah.
in a little bit.
Mhm.
Also, we have Scott McBain from McBain Associates in Arcata, California. He saves the rivers and the fishies.
Basically.
He's in charge of large projects with national lands and stuff. We've been over his house. We've been there.
And I still don't know quite what he does. I know what he does. I
We're
don't know
gonna.
how you describe
Well,
it.
tonight's
It's
an
really
AMA,
cool.
so get
Yeah.
your river conservation questions ready.
Yeah.
And we have the wonderfully talented Ms. Molly Lewis on deck.
Super excited about that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Molly's gonna play some music and maybe answer some questions. Who knows?
Who knows?
The night is an open can.
Open can of something.
Something that hasn't gone bad yet. And then, of course, we have our Jackbox games with the Damsel of Dorkington. And any of our guests who would like to play Jackbox games at the end of the show, you are very welcome and invited to jump in. And special thanks to Daniel Neruda.
Yes. Yes. Making
this thing.
He's the man behind the curtain.
Yes, indeed.
What are you going to do?
I'm
Are you going
gonna
to start us off with some music?
I'm going to start off with some music. Yeah, I'm going to do some of my stuff.
Sure.
And,
Yeah,
so get out of here. Go eat your pie.
I'm going to go back to eating ravioli.
I thought you had pie.
I had pie, and then I was still hungry, so I'm eating ravioli. Isn't everyone fascinated?
I made a mushroom pot
cheers, lovely
pie.
folks.
I've made 2 mushroom pot pies now. That's the kind of quarantine we're in. I've never made any pie ever
Tell them about your meatloaf.
in my... I don't want to talk. I tried to make a vegan meatloaf today. It is what it sounds like. It was bad. I had to mix it with macaroni and cheese to make it kind of edible. And it was... No. I'll have to try again. That was my first try. That's one of the meaty things that I miss eating. What am I going to do? I'm going to play a song. All right.
right back on my lap as soon as I'm off camera.
That bitch. Hey, this is most likely the last time everyone's gonna get to see these kittens at Quarantenapalooza. They are getting adapted. It's beautiful, the mess I made. I buried myself in the stains. Pulled the pin on the grenade. Inside your mouth, inside my brain. Through it all, you never quit. Days are long and I admit it's nights where I don't want to live. You pick me up and sing me a song unspoken. Words you lost beneath the broken branches on the path you fade. Heavy-hearted when life started sooner than you thought. Beautiful, the mess we make. So reach out to the better ones that bring us home when we are done. Darkness makes you feel alone. Turn your head, start running home, and 20 years is not enough to smooth the edges that were rough. It all comes back in a rush. Who fought for you? Who fucked you up? With their song unspoken. Words you lost beneath the broken branches on the path you paved. Heavy-hearted when life started sooner than you thought. Beautiful. Music turns back into noise. My head is aware. I'll destroy it. I'll destroy it. I'll Songs unspoken, words you lost beneath the broken branches on the path you paved. Heavy-hearted when lights started sooner than you thought. Beautiful, the mess we make. It's been a while since I've played that one.
You're taking requests.
I don't know if I'm taking requests. I'll take a request if I am prepared to pull the request.
I don't know about this one. Lorraine wants to hear Soul 549.
Soul 549. Okay,
Alright, you're just gonna pull that out.
I can pull that out.
Okay.
Not right now, but let me just put that on the list because otherwise I will not be able. I will just keep going and I will forget to pull it out.
Joanne Kelly is requesting Abba's Thank You for the Music.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hey, if you have requests, and I can't get to them tonight, you should request them. You should come to my Stage It birthday show next Sunday. It's my birthday next week. And I'll be playing all originals and requests. Maybe some songs I want to play. I mean, not that I don't want to play these songs, but if I can't get to your requests tonight, I'm afraid I don't have Thank You for the Music in the can right now. But I do have this one. So you had... Whoa. That one does not need a capo. So you head to the hills and the forest, but still you're just building the longest road. And the mountains are far, but you know where you are when you're starting the longest road. So you look down at all your cards, you're played out and it's so hard. Bricks and wood are what you need. The city sits inside your hands, the houses still are on your land, and no one wants your fucking peace. And you won't settle in, wasting on settlements, 'cause you're starting the longest road. And the points they could swing in a year with plenty when you're building the longest road. So roll the dice and make a trade, 'cause that's how you play the game. Lead yourself to victory. A robber's placed upon your brain, but you don't need it anyway, and still nobody wants. And you won't want to fight, so you pass on the night, 'cause you're playing the longest road. It's unlikely you'll win, but you cannot give in when you're playing the longest road. Come on, everybody. I want to hear you through the internet. One more time. And I wrote this on tour. Could it be metaphor? I-80 is the longest road, and you're never alone when the road is your home. Just keep driving the longest I usually preface that with my little story, but that's a song about the game Settlers of Catan. Speaking of games, we're going to play a little game after this set. I can hear some shuffling in the background. What am I looking for? Ah, there you are. All right, Lorraine. So this is Soul 549. This is a love song from based off of the novel The Martian by Mark Weir. And it is a story about Mark Watney, astronaut Mark Watney, who gets stuck on the planet Mars and has to make his way off the planet so he can get back home. So this is a love song from the planet Mars to Mark Watney. And Martian days are measured in souls, so Soul 549, the day it all went down. Ooh, that. What am I doing wrong? what's going on? My ears are broken. Alright, I can't get this.
Do you need a tune thing while you do something else?
I just realized I'm using this tuner for the first time on this phone.
Yes.
So I don't know if that... Maybe there's just... Maybe we need some new strings or some new ears.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
What's
Could have
going
got
on?
even worse.
How did that happen? It's like...
Use the tuner again.
It's very, very, very... That string is just nasty.
Is it like everything's what it's supposed to be? Okay, weird.
I'm just gonna strum it. Okay. Hey. You were the first one to call me home. Abandoned for 549 souls. But you couldn't stay here, so you drove straight through my heart. Everyone goes. Under that helmet you have a fate. I'll never see 'cause you'd suffocate. I know that I'm toxic, but I'd like to say something inside me wants you to stay. You have reached the borders. You have reached the heights. You have split the sky. Goodbye, my pilgrim. Goodbye. You broke the silence I spun through the years. The heartbeat, the motor, the curses I hear pierce through my deafening atmosphere. So alone, so alive, my engineer. You have reached the borders. You have reached the heights. You have split the sky. Goodbye, my pilgrim. Goodbye. I sent the storms across the crater terrains. Somehow you managed to navigate. You say when you love someone, let them escape. You have reached the border. You have reached the heights. You have split the sky. Goodbye, my pilgrim. There you go. It'll be more to next time. All right, I got one more song, and then we got special bath times, all kinds of cheats. Okay, I'm gonna end this with a cover from everyone's favorite trilogy. Actually, that's probably controversial. I shouldn't assume anyone's. I can't guess anyone's favorite nerd trilogy these days.
I mean, The Fast and the Furious is still my favorite.
That's not a trilogy.
Movie trilogy.
That's an octology.
Look, it's just.
Make a great transition.
Yeah.
It's
perfect.
It's about sailing on the sea. Water.
Sure.
What time is it?
It's time to wash a pug.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see Sensei Ping's little pug mug.
Pug mug.
But first, we're gonna play a quick game of Action Cats.
Action Cats?
Hey,
What's that?
Molly Lewis, are you here? Can you play this game with us?
I can play this. Can you hear me? I have no idea. Hey.
Oh.
We can hear you. Hey, can we get the music out of Molly's face?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Wait.
There we are. So here's how I think this is going to work. So we're going to play a quick round of Action Cats, which is a game by Together Studios. Keith and Jenn are coming up next. They are Together Studios. But we're going to do a twist. Usually someone would choose a card with the cat on it, and we would all make up stories about this cat using the cards in this deck. Oh, hey, wait, I have the box over here. But we're going to do a twist on it.
This is Michael's idea.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun.
No, I know. I just that's why I don't know what's going on.
Action Cats. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is the first kitten that I'm able to catch, we're gonna all three of us make up stories about that cat.
Okay.
And then the audience is going to vote about who their favorite one is. Could be Sarah, Molly, Michael. Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
all
what?
Right. So.
Okay, so go catch a cat.
Right. Well, you have to camera me.
Oh, I have to find. Oh, I see what this is. This is really the shenanigan we're talking about here.
So.
All right. Well, I didn't know this. Jeez, looks like a mess over. I mean, it is.
I mean, it is. I mean, we have foster kittens right now. I was gonna start with this little guy right here, but he just looks so peaceful. We have Racket. Hey, Racket.
You know, if you pick him up, he's gonna
pee.
make a racket. Oh, and pee. Yeah. So I see some over here near the rainbow.
Oh, Racket. Who do we have? Oh, I got her. I did not expect that. This is Bits. Is she Captain Bits? General Bits?
She's Major Bits.
Major Bits. This is Major Bits.
Hello.
She's in this house that likes me the least. And we're going to play a game of Action Cats where we all tell a story about Major Bits.
All right, so we need to draw our cards. All right, so everybody gets 4 cards. Now you just have to look at us and not the cat, though.
I know. Oh,
That's the trick. All right. So Major Bits.
Major Bits.
All right, let's see. So we do this by taking 2 of the cards from our hand. So these cards have story bits on them. No pun intended. And whoever comes up with a story first about Major Bits, just go for it.
Yeah, you know what? I have a story about Major Bits.
I didn't write my cards yet.
Major Bits is just crazy. Right? Major Bits is just a crazy cat. And on top of it, she ate your dinner. Like, because she's a jerk. That's my story about Major Bits. She doesn't like me. What do you have?
I don't know. Maybe Molly has something.
Molly, do you have a story about Major Bits?
Funny thing about Major Bits. Major Bits is the best at what they do. And they've got big plans for quarantine. Because let me tell you, Major Bits is great at making face masks, but they are kitten sized. So for a person to use them, you have to put one face mask over your nose and one over your lips. But Major Bits cracks them out like you wouldn't believe. Like, I would say at least 3 masks a day. So Major Bits is gonna.
That's very impressive.
All right. Here's my story about Major Bits.
Oh,
So-
hey, can we get Molly's lovely face on this, Danielle? Yeah.
Oh, is she not? There we go. Okay, so Major Bits actually, unbeknownst to Michael, this cat loves everyone in the world.
I mean, this one does. This is
But-
Dala.
No, Major Bits loves everyone in the world except for Michael, and also boats. Major Bits does not like boats. So Major Bits personally sunk the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wow. I mean, that
Boats and
I
Michael,
Major
that was
Bits.
about it, yeah. All right, got another cat to tell a story about?
Oh, are we gonna do that?
Are we supposed to vote?
So no, I think that the lovely people in the chat are gonna vote, and they're gonna vote for me. Jen in chat says Ping is ready and excited. What was that, Molly?
Oh, Major Bits owes it to you. I think Major Bits owes you the points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Oh. Sorry says, fun fact, Major Bits is a polydactyl panther. And she bit me. Yeah, she did.
She did. She bit us.
She drew blood the first night we had her. Okay, Nancy's voting for Sarah. Karate Joe says Sarah. Kendra says Molly.
Looks like you're not winning this one either way.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out for me. It's all right. We're frozen.
All right.
But Molly's not frozen.
Nope.
I noticed. Can I ask a question about Major Bits' title?
Yeah.
Because y'all have met a lot of cats, I'm to understand, and I feel like I've met a lot more cats with titles like sergeant or doctor or major than I have dogs. So what is it about the dog educational system that is giving cats the leg up?
The hierarchy.
Yeah. The professional development of dogs.
I think that just cats have a very clear institutionalized hierarchy.
Yeah.
And they have to go through certain hoops, pun intended, in order to, earn their stripes and earn their medals and everything. And they just, they're very proud.
They're very regimented. In their society. Yeah. So it really works for military classifications.
Yeah.
And they have 9 lives, so they can go to college at least, up to 9 times, I would assume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, who's so sad?
Is this the next one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can play another round.
All right, we'll do one more round because I guess, Sensei
I'll
Pink.
back up.
Oh, what are you sad about? When was the last time she ate?
A couple hours ago.
All right, I'll get you some food right after this.
All right. Oh, okay. So this is Racket.
Hi, Racket.
So we need to take a couple more stories and make
Do you
that
need more
Racket.
cards?
Racket, sure. I'll take them all.
Oh, I like this. Molly's right between us.
Racket.
I can She's like, we're in Oreo, and Molly's the cream filling.
I am
So
certainly that
Racket.
white.
We're like the whitest Oreo.
The whitest of all.
So tell me about Racket.
It's a little one. Tell you what, you
right.
play this one. I'm going to. Who won that last round? I think it was Sarah.
I don't.
Hi, what is it? What's going on?
Sure.
Everyone?
Major Bits won that round, I think.
All right.
Do you have to pee? Are you hungry?
Oh. All right. I got a story about Racket. So Racket, as you may not, he may be small, but he is mighty. He's just getting his teeth in. He's learning how to pee on things, including Michael. And this cat just got away with murder. He murdered your hearts. Except,
Look at that face with those donkey infected eyes.
and he hates Michael personally.
Doesn't. He knows who's holding the bottle. Oh, he doesn't want it though. I don't know.
Well,
what he
hopefully
wants.
it doesn't murder Michael. The thing about is that this is Racket.
Yeah.
Yeah, Racket.
A Racket is a member of a secret society. And despite the gunk in Racket's eyes, he has seen things that you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. Extra impressive since he's probably half blind.
Maybe that's why he can see things you can't imagine.
One eye sees heaven, the other earth.
Boom.
All right, who gets it? Is it Sarah or Molly? What do you say, chatters? Molly for the win, says Nancy.
All right.
Such betrayal.
No, now we're tied. I think it's good. We'll drop the mic there. Call it a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Karate Joe also says Molly.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Molly.
All right.
Molly FTW. Yes.
All right.
All right. We ready for a pug bathing?
Yeah.
Pug, please.
So if we, Keith and Jen, are you ready to bathe a dog on camera? And Molly, if you want to stick around, we might play a round of action pups. Action pups.
Oh my god.
You were ready.
I wasn't. It was all the way in the other room.
I mean, ow! You bit me. Why are you biting? Ouch! That's my flesh.
Yeah.
He's upset. His eyes hurt.
He is biting me though.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that's not. Maybe warm up.
I'll
the
go
milk.
warm
You
this
wanna
up.
Warm that up.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I'm here. I'm not sure if you can hear me or see me.
I can hear you and see you, but I don't know that you're on the thing. Back over in my corner of the screen. Gonna find my corner of the screen.
There's an exceptionally good dog that's just sitting incredibly still at full attention, staring at Keith right outside the bathtub, kind of knowing what's about to happen and is incredibly excited for it. So hopefully this will make good stream.
It better.
And we have a cat
fun.
who's just joined us because they want to know what's happening too.
Okay.
Just drawing eyes from all corners of the internet.
Pretty much the whole...
Hey, everybody, we got a pug washing.
It's a good old-fashioned pug washing.
You're rinsing a pug back there?
Hey!
Here, I gotta get back in my corner.
Let me just eat the
milk is warming
crunchiest
up.
food.
Sarah, does this towel look familiar? It's your towel that you left behind in Philly
Oh my gosh.
because it didn't fit, and I was like, I'm bringing that home.
Yes.
Back when we could all gather in real life.
Yeah, when we were
The
real
good
people.
days.
Let me know when you want to start.
Hi, Jen. I see your lovely face.
Yeah. Look, this is my best bathing attire.
Let me get over here. So
How are you
Jason's
doing?
Over here.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
We even cleaned our bathroom today. Thanks for giving us the motivation. No, the one thing that we have really needed to do is to give our dog a bath, so it's just perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Weird.
for those of the people who don't know who you are, can you tell us who you are, Jen?
Who are you?
my
And why
God.
are you bathing
Why
a
do we
dog
care?
today?
Are we on? Are we on?
You are on.
Oh, excellent. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenn Ellis. And that's Keith Baker. Keith Baker is going to be, I'm just going to turn this around just briefly to show you what's happening here. We are not professional dog bathers,
What?
believe it or not, but we are game designers, and we made a game called Action Pups and Action Cats. We are the proud owners of an action pup named Sensai Ping, who is incredibly stinky right now, even though he is adorable and his coat is like black velvet. And we thought maybe there's a lot of people out there who have fellow stinky dogs and usually take them someplace to get washed, and need to see how it's done seamlessly and hear it. So we wanted to demonstrate while also giving our dog a bath.
Have at it.
You know what the secret ingredient is?
A pug.
A pug. I'm going to change our video here. The secret ingredient is actually peanut butter. And what we do is literally line the tub with peanut butter. We do this before we wash, clean the bathtub for that time. But essentially, it is the thing that lures the dog in, chills them out while you give them a bath. It's the ultimate distraction. Now, if you don't have peanut butter, have spray cheese or something, this is just the easiest way to go. And as you can see in the kind of corner of the bathtub there's a little head. There he is. There's Ping. He can't wait to get in. He really wants a bath.
Oh, buddy.
I can't see people's comments or whatever, so I'm not sure if people have any questions.
Oh, they're saying peanut butter, LOL. Lorraine Kane says it's bribery. I think she's on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only negative
Hardcat
thing
says
about
people lure her into a tub with peanut butter.
The only negative thing is he did get caught once because he was looking to see if there was an opportunity for peanut butter, and he jumped in the bathtub while we were out of the house just to see if there was any leftover peanut butter, and kind of got stuck there for a couple hours.
Let's not forget the time you jumped in when I was taking a bath.
And then while Keith was taking a bath, kind of just jumped in. Warning, this method does make your dog overly excited about baths. But if you are wanting to have a stress-free version of bath time.
Can we take a moment and just address the fact that since they got stuck in a tub, are his legs that short?
Yeah, I think it's the slope of it. So the other thing after peanut butter is, and there's probably some background sounds of water, trying to reduce that, is making sure and testing out your water, making sure it's not too hot, so lukewarm. How's the audio, by the way?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're good to go whenever.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, he needs a little alley-oop. Here we go. Yes. Insert the pug into the tub, and we're off. So
An initial just went in down.
hey, Keith.
Yeah.
So this is Ping getting a bath. He's just gonna lick the peanut butter off while we bathe him.
This is so brilliant.
It's super easy. The only part that's he does not like is to get dried off. So.
Sarah's asking from across the room, did you invent this method of bathing your pug?
In method of what, my pug?
Incentivizing your pug to stay still in the bath. Is this...
I don't think so. I don't remember, but I've just done it with all of my dogs. And it's been a stress-free bath situation.
Genius.
I think it's like a nice way to not have to take them to the groomers all the time when they roll in something bad. Yeah. It's thrilling.
He hasn't even taken his nose away from the wall.
And he hasn't even taken his nose away from the wall at this point.
Wow. Lorraine says she loves pugs. Adam's here. He just got done playing a game of Drawful.
We don't wash his face because pugs have really deep folds. And so we take a special cloth and actually every day go and hand clean his little folds on his face and dry them out.
Isn't that a Cards Against Humanity card?
Is it?
The folds on a pug face? It must be.
Is it?
And I imagine with the bathtub technique, you also get the full rotation. You get 180 degrees of pug. Yeah.
Right. Essentially, you can direct, which side is presented to you, the bather, based on where they at in the process. Keith demonstrates.
Let's rotate the pug.
Rotate pug. You definitely don't want to just have it in one section. And, always on the side of, there isn't enough peanut butter, really. I mean, just give them too much because you got to rinse off that soap really well, or else it can kind of dry out their skin and give them the itchies. So yeah. Oh, getting those suds on the butt.
Lather up that pug.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see that there.
One's off the soap. Really good.
So we're just going to rinse up.
Extra.
Are you asking, what's on the whiteboard?
It is a key points.
It's not something you usually just take a shower with.
No, I mean, there's key points like, make sure to wash behind your ears, for washing the dog. For a good action pups bath, I think it's about peanut butter and or like the little spray cheese is also a very good possibility there. Making sure you have lukewarm water and you rinse them good. That's it.
So I feel like this is a good time for us to tell a story about Sensei Ping.
A story about Sensei Ping.
Yeah. So I have my Action Pups cards here.
Oh, okay.
So-
I bet Molly could make up one with the same cards, right? They're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
If you want. If you feel left out, Molly.
Let's see.
What to say of Sensei Ping? A toast to the cleanest pug on this stream.
His paws probably don't smell like Fritos anymore.
Oh no!
So-
did they smell like Fritos because he had gotten into the Fritos?
No, it's actually like a bacterial thing on for dogs' paws or something that it has like a thing that smells like Fritos sometimes.
I have a story about Sensei Ping.
All right.
Regale us.
So, Sensei Ping, people probably are aware that Sensei Ping is the most famous member of Together Studios.
Yes.
I mean, I know one of you like invented Eberron and blah blah blah,
Sure.
whatever. Sensei Ping is the most famous pug on the internet because they take their grooming very seriously,
Hey, Keith.
and they do it right on camera.
I got one. Okay, so as we know, Sensei Ping, this dog will do anything for peanut butter, including
This is true.
showers. At the
You
same
might have
time.
inspired that card.
And they're taking a bite out of the shower curtain.
There you go.
Boom.
You could probably tell by that muscular physique that Sensei Ping is an Olympic athlete, which is especially incredible because he lives on a diet of cake and ice cream. It's just born
Got my vote.
naturally.
It's a good one.
Life. All right, chatters, who had the best story? It was absolutely me.
And look upon the form of that ping. What rings the truest?
That's like some Westminster kennel shit right there. Look
Get
at
a
that.
load. Yeah.
Imp in my head votes for peanut butter cake.
What do you call it? Prostrate? No. Pronation? Yeah. Like the butt. No, like stand. They have to stand like.
Karate Joe votes for Molly.
I vote for Molly, honestly.
And now I can't. The entire time I've been wondering, like, if I had to line a bathtub with food so that I would shower, what would I line my tub with?
Cream cheese frosting here.
Oh, absolutely.
Cream cheese.
Sometimes I actually do this, but sometimes I'll just put a beer in there.
Yeah.
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 I get my shower beer.
I have to say that sometimes we have, it wasn't on film, but we have a shower head that rotates colors. So it lights up and it's like a little disco shower head. Yeah.
So cool.
But only when the water's on. It was like a gift from Keith's sister. And I turn all the lights on. Maybe I light a candle. It's usually at night. It's like a chill thing. And I just have like a quiet disco shower.
That's great.
That is beautiful.
It's a very soothing thing.
Or you could put on disco and it could be a very energizing thing. It goes
Yeah.
both ways. What a
Yeah.
versatile shower accessory.
It's true. Exactly.
Karate Joe's saying he has to line the tub with marshmallow fluff.
Ooh.
Also good. Blends in with the tub as well. Same with cream
Yeah.
cheese frosting.
Yeah.
It says that I won the poll with a total of 1 vote, so I'll take it.
Well done.
That's a sweep.
Molly wins.
All right.
Yay.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
How's Sensei Ping doing?
Is it time for Ping to come out of the tub and dry off?
Oh, there's still a ton to go. Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Okay.
Okay.
It's good to let him get a little shake in.
All right, you've got to get a little shake in.
He stays out too late and he's got nothing on his brain.
Get one little shake.
Got it.
Right.
See if now that there's no peanut butter, he'll do another good one. Come on,
You really cleaned all that peanut butter off. That's impressive.
Okay.
Yeah. He's.
Shake it up.
We try to make sure there's one shake that happens inside the tub, especially since all of our camera equipment is
Oh yeah.
outside of the tub. We'll see what happens.
But you can see that he's very excited about the possibility of final peanut butter.
Yeah, he was want to make sure that that is happening. And Faye has gone over the cat. She's very intrigued. She won't be intrigued as soon as he starts spraying water. But you'll see there's a cat head peering up now, about to jump into the bin. All right.
All right, well, I'm going to do a little bit of a dry and
Yay.
in hopes that that will encourage him to shake.
Yeah.
Shake. There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah. So one thing about pugs too is that they look cute. They've got like little short hair, but they have a double coat, so they shed like crazy. So it is, and they also have a lot of skin allergies. So always good to kind of get them dry.
What do you mean by a double coat?
They have like a double thick coat.
Like an otter, there's like an overcoat
yeah.
and a sort of downy
Yes,
undercoat.
they're basically Arctic dogs.
They're Arctic dogs.
Savage wolves.
Okay, let me change my
Is there anything you do to reduce the shedding, like for me?
gotta give like if the bath, like Keith was using like a little curry brush type thing, and the Furminator.
Jenn, ferminating the countryside.
Ferminating the Sensai. Okay.
And black pugs tend to have a little bit less of a double coat than fawn coat. So Ping actually sheds a little bit less than the fawn pugs that we've had, and I say that plural, the other pug I've had in my life. So yeah.
The pug.
Yeah.
Can you get the butt?
Get the butt.
Get the bite.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm taping.
All the peanut butter in the world. Ping the pug. That's my song. That was free.
All right. Well, that's the exciting world of perfumery.
Thank you so much for sharing the bathing of the pug. I hope everyone has been bathing their pugs along with them. Jenn Ellis, Keith Baker, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Ping, for enduring the peanut butter and the bath. We're going to take a few minutes and talk to Scott, and then we're going to come back to Molly.
Yeah.
So we can finish up with music.
Molly's gonna come back in a little bit and sing us some songs and stuff.
Yes.
And,
true.
Yeah.
Molly, this is your 15-minute warning.
Great. Thanks, 15 minutes.
All right.
Oh, she's a theater
Wow,
nerd.
yeah.
Aw.
So Scott McBain is up next. We have some questions for you, Mr. McBain. Get your river conservation questions out. Write them down on the thing.
As per usual, I
they
haven't
go
come
on
up
the
with any
chat.
like specific questions. I just have like kind of a rambling preamble.
Yeah. I think
I was hoping that you're going to send me a list of questions.
it's Scott McBain!
Scott McBain. Hello.
Oh wait, he's not in the thing yet.
All right. Soon everyone will see his lovely face.
I've been lurking in the distance for half an hour.
Okay.
Welcome. I hope you enjoyed the peanut butter pug.
I learned a lot.
You have a puppers, right?
Yeah. Bernie's right over here.
Bernie. Do you have to bathe Bernie?
I should.
You can't tell on the internet. It's fine.
Bernie's a big boy though, right? Is he the lab?
Yeah, he's the black one. He loves digging for gophers, so he's very dirty.
Ooh.
Oh.
That sounds exciting.
He's rarely successful, though.
Oh, how many horses do you have in your family right now?
I think we still have 8.
Yeah.
I could check on Twitter and ask
Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah, Becky would tell you. She has a more accurate count.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Hey, hello.
Yay. Welcome to Quarantenapalooza, Scott.
Thank you so much
Thanks.
for joining us.
Yay.
Coming from the West Coast, right on the ocean.
Yes.
I wish I was there.
We're on the East Coast right near the ocean.
That's true.
It's still gray and dreary, but
Yeah.
It is here too.
smelly. Smells. But, you know, it smells like home, so it's okay. So if you want to take a moment and tell us who you are and why we care about you.
Well, you may have to do that.
What the heck do you do, Scott?
Tell us what you do, because I feel like your job is so interesting, but I feel before I met you, I never even considered that this is something that people had to do. I don't know. So what is it that you do?
Well, when I went to college, I had the same impression. I didn't think there was any way I could do something like this. But basically, I work on rivers throughout the Western U.S. and kind of like what we really try to do is work on rivers that have big dams on them, that store water, and try to come up with ways to operate the dams and restore the rivers downstream of the dams for fish and frogs and turtles and birds and vegetation. So kind of our catchphrase is that we try to come up with solutions to how to better manage dams so that people and rivers and salmon can coexist in the future. So trying to come up with some better long-term solutions where we can manage water and sediment and just the river so that people can enjoy the river and fish can live in it and they're not dried up, but we can still grow corn and everything else that we as society needs. So it's pretty challenging. We get to work with farmers and environmentalists and government agencies. So there's a lot of facilitation, trying to negotiate some solutions to complex problems in the Western US, and water is a big one.
I feel like there's a lot of people who really want access to that water, and it's vital for a lot of people for their living or for conservation or for all these things. So like at what point, like how do you get involved when there's a problem?
Well, there's some regulatory requirements for certain dam owners that have to get new permits to operate the dam. And that typically happens like every 40 years or so. So that's one part.
Are
And
dams
so-
privatized? Or
Many of them, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
many
did
of
not
them.
know that someone
had
could
no-
own a dam.
No.
Probably most of them are. The federal government owns some, the Army Corps and Bureau of Reclamation, but many of them are owned by municipalities. So like we work a lot with the city of San Francisco, and they own a dam in Yosemite National Park, which is pretty unusual. So in that case, we work with the city of San Francisco and the National Park Service that actually owns the surrounding land. And they have requirements with the Department of Interior to come up with better ways to release water out of the dams for the environment. So we work with both groups to try to come up with how to do that best. So we try to make the best use of water, not necessarily minimize how much water, but make the best use of it. It's kind of, trying, it's not optimization, but using it more efficiently.
So it sounds like a dance of like politics. Like, so do you have to go to like town hall meetings in a suit one day and then the next day you go down to the river?
Well, we don't do the town hall meetings so much because we're technical people and it's usually the dam owners that have to do that part. But we do spend a lot of time in the field taking measurements, which is nice. I mean, it's like when I went to school, it's like, how could I ever think I would get a job working out on rivers and get paid for it and actually make a living and have 8 horses and a dog and 12 chickens?
Maybe 8 horses.
What do you measure? Like how much water? How do you get like a tape measure and you're like, this water is very deep?
Yep. Yeah, we measure how much water is in the stream with a fancy propeller.
Oh,
Really?
And actually there's, we actually measure how much gravel is moving down the river with a fancy butterfly net. That's a little bit more involved in that, but we actually catch rocks moving along the bottom of the stream so that we know how many rocks are moving.
ooh.
So, and there's a lot of new technology out there too that can help make our job easier. But one of the other things that we do too is we do a lot of computer modeling so that we can do trade-off comparisons. Like if you release this much more water, what do you get back in return for how many fish you get or how much vegetation? So it allows us to make those kinds of trade-offs that the decision makers above us, so they're better informed when they make those kinds of decisions.
Whoa.
But in the absence of that, they'll make decisions without us. So that's kind of what our job is, just to try to give them better information.
Okay. Did you have something to say?
Well, no, I was going to ask about, so we actually went, last time, I think it was last time we were on the West Coast, we went out with Scott to one of the job sites that his firm was working on. And I wanted to ask for a follow-up on that. And so, unless you had something.
No, because this isn't Ask Me Anything, we do have some questions coming in, but you go right ahead and we will get to the questions.
This was a few years ago, but we went out with you. I forget which tribe, but there was a Native American tribe, and you were working with them to restore one of their riverbeds to its, I guess, natural form. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that project, and I was just wondering if that worked. Like, what is the situation with that river now?
Yeah, I think it was for the Hoopa Valley tribe. It's one of the few tribes that have their ancestral land. They're still there from the very beginning. And we've been working with them since 1989. And so I think the stream that we looked at was actually on their property, or was it the big river? Was it a little creek or a big river?
It was a little creek.
It was a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty small creek. Yeah, so we actually finished that project 2 years ago. And yeah, it's been working great. There's a bunch more salmon that's coming up, coming into the creek to spawn and reproduce. And it's right in the middle of town, so people can see the fish coming up into the creek. So the community's really enjoyed it, because what happened before was after the 1964 flood, the Army Corps of Engineers kind of leveled it or put levees to keep the channel where it belongs. And we pulled the levees back and widened it out and created floodplains, and the fish really like it. So it's been a pretty good success.
The fish are like,
yeah, give me some space. Yeah, one of our other catchphrases is rivers need space. They need room to move around and flood periodically. Mm-hmm. So if you put them in levees, that's usually not good for the river.
Yeah.
I feel like one of my takeaways from that day we spent with you a few years ago was, like, I feel like everyone in middle school learns that, like, salmon always return back to where they were spawned to spawn new generations.
Not everybody went to that middle school, Michael.
Okay.
That was you.
So I was asking about that. I was like, well, there are no fish here. How are they going to come back? And Scott, you were like, yeah, some of them just get lost. That's what I
small percentage.
And they just small different rivers.
Yeah, but that's part of a good strategy. Kind of another phrase that we use is that fish have evolved over time to diversify their portfolio and how they survive. And so there's these little perturbations in how they behave, so that, like, if a landslide happened or a volcano erupted that would wipe out the fish, there's a mechanism for them to recolonize over time. So there's that natural straying as part of the ability for a fish to go into new areas and recolonize. And, over thousands or millions of years, that's a pretty good strategy. We can learn a lot from fish.
We can learn a lot from fish.
So I have 2 more questions for Scott.
Okay.
I don't need to go now.
All right.
If you have people from the chat who have questions.
No,
Is he
go for
Bogart
it.
in the questions?
Fine.
Okay. I guess the first thing. So we actually asked you if you would come on our silly show a few weeks ago, and you said yes, but if we wait a few weeks, one of your NDAs is going to run out. So what was that all about?
Well, we've been working on a project on the Upper Eel River, which is one of the larger rivers in California, but it comes into right below Humboldt Bay, where you guys drove through. So you drove along the Eel River with all the old growth redwoods when you drove up. So that's the Eel River. It's 3,300 square miles, so it's a big river. And it's got a dam on the very top end of it. And so we've been working with a diverse group of water users and environmental groups and counties to come up with a collaborative plan to restore the upper part of the Eel River while maintaining water supply. And one of the big aspects of it is going to be actually removing a large dam. So you've probably heard in the news of dams getting removed in certain places. And so this is a very large one. that will hopefully happen in the next 10 years or so.
Ooh. I feel like, do you ever feel like the child in a marriage that's falling apart who's like talking to the two parents and they don't want the same things, but the child is like just stuck in the middle?
It's okay, Michael.
Well, that happens a lot during lawsuits, and we typically kind of let the parents duke it out. But what our company and what we really like working on is when they're kind of done beating each other up and they say, okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. Let's try to solve the problem together. That's when we come in and work with them to try to solve that problem. And there wasn't any litigation on this project, but it was really diverse groups that came together, like water users and environmentalists came together to try to come up with a solution. And we helped develop a plan for doing that. So it's really satisfying to, bring people together instead of fighting it out in court, where we can come up with some solutions and solve problems. Instead of giving money to lawyers, we can actually get things done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to lawyers.
So how has the pandemic affected those kind of projects and that sort of like litigation, and is everything on hold? Are you still able to, I mean, I'm sure you must do a fair amount of, Zoom meetings.
Yes, I'm becoming an expert at Zoom and GoToMeeting, but it hasn't affected us too much yet. So it's really kind of, I think it's going to really show in the next year or so just how it affects the economy of people spending money on things like rivers and things that aren't like real basic things. So,
right.
But yeah. I think it'll be okay for the next year, but a lot of uncertainty, as you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you still go out and fish?
Yeah. Not as much as I should, but enough.
Michael still talks about your salmon.
That was actually going to be my last question, which is if we ever make it back to the West Coast again, which I think we probably will. We just need like a vaccine and stuff. Would you?
We were gonna be there. I was supposed to be in Portland this weekend for Burning Cat, and then we have some other things happening in the fall that are on the West Coast. But I don't know. Next year.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If we're back there, my question is, would you catch us another fish?
Oh, of course.
That was still one of, like, the first time we met Scott and his family, we were on tour, and it had been, like, weeks, and, like, of course, we were eating, like, fast food and whatever, and we're, like, we're coming into Arcata, is that how you pronounce it? Mm-hmm. And you were on the phone with him, and he was like, I'm just out on the boat catching a fish. I'll be back in a little bit.
And we hadn't even met him yet at all. And I was like, I don't know this person we're staying with or on a boat catching fish, but I guess it'll be good.
But he brought back the like most beautiful salmon and he grilled it. And it was like one of the best things I've ever eaten. And now I'm a strict vegetarian. But when I decided to become a vegetarian, like my one thing that I would make an exception for is the fish that you caught and made for us. So I will... it's part of my vegetarian rules. Like I will eat a Scott McBain salmon.
As long as you catch it yourself.
Yeah.
So let's get a couple of the questions from Ask Me Anythings. Valsey asked, didn't San Francisco own a dam that broke?
No, I don't think it was San Francisco. Los Angeles did back in the early 1900s. Down in Southern California, but not San Francisco that I know of.
That's a no.
No. Long answer or short answer is no.
No.
that I know of.
Okay. What's the story with the Los Angeles River?
The Los Angeles River, I'm not that familiar with it other than it's a concrete river. It used to be a river.
Yeah.
It's a process where they're taking the concrete out and making it a gravel or a sand bed river again and allowing riparian vegetation to occur. So it's trying to make it more natural.
Yeah.
It's a very common practice in many of our urban areas where they can get enough space and where there's still enough flood conveyance where it isn't impacting public safety for flood conveyance. Mm-hmm. But it's like kind of like the project we did in our backyard, if you remember that one, the creek daylighting, taking it out of concrete and re-exposing it to, a more natural channel and mm-hmm. taking it out of the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very expensive.
This is so cool, Joy C says. Val says St. Francis Dam disaster
Mm-hmm.
in 1928 was the worst civil engineering failures in American history.
Yeah, I think that was the one down in for LA Water and Power owned that one. I think.
Okay, yeah, northwest of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
there's
that's the question. It was a.
Yeah, there was video of that, I think, too. It was pretty bad. A lot of people died.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, is there something that we can do to help river conservation? And like, what are some resources we could go to if we're interested in it? Like, what is it? Something that we can do in our lives? Because we're not, big corporate farmers, and we're not municipalities. We're not like, what can we do as individuals to support river health, etc.?
Well, the easy thing to do is support non-governmental organizations that work on rivers. So American Rivers is one organization, and out west there's California Trout, and there's Trout Unlimited, that's another national organization. NRDC, Natural Resources Defense Council, they do a lot of work on rivers. So there's a lot of NGOs, non-government organizations that work on rivers. So supporting them is really helpful because they're really focused and efficient with how that money's used. And then just getting involved with local watershed groups. There's, Friends of the blankety blank river. There's almost one of those on every river, and you can get involved there. They're always looking for volunteers or funding. So there's a lot you can do, and then just get involved, politically or just as a voice, like, hey, rivers matter, and letting people know that they do matter if you feel the same. It's amazing what one person can do, though, to make change. I'm always amazed at that. Somebody that's really motivated and energetic can make some big differences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Is there any place where people can go to follow what you're doing, or do you rather just stay in the shadows?
Well, we stay in the shadows more of our incompetence with technology. After all these years, we still don't have a website, although we have a draft one that we've had for 10 years. So
that's impressive in itself.
I also don't have a website right now, so I can't.
You have a presence,
No, we just we're very No, we do, but it's not in social medias. So it's really just networking, person to person. So I think that we're fairly well known on the West Coast for doing this kind of stuff, but we could do better.
Well, if you need somebody to run your Facebook page,
we got to get one first.
I was trying to find, so when I was trying to, market this show, and I was like, they don't have a Twitter, which I was like, okay, they don't have a Twitter. And then there was a thing on Facebook, and I was like, I couldn't do anything to link you to the show. And I was like, I must be missing something. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's us. We're missing something.
But I mean, that's really a credit to your passion and how much you are out there with the people to not have to have that social media presence, and that your actual human presence is enough to make things happen. So
it's a little embarrassing.
I think it's really cool.
It is really cool.
Really cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing such important work. Thank you for joining us and talking to us about it.
Yeah, and we hope to get over to the West Coast, probably not this year at this point, but maybe next year, and get us a salmon.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the apartment reserved for you.
Awesome. All right, Scott McBain, thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good to see you again.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. We are up with Molly Lewis. Molly Lewis is here in maybe.
Am I?
God is so cool.
I hope so.
Yep.
Am I on camera? Am I?
Oh, whoops. We missed a question about fish.
Uh-oh. I can't answer questions about fish. I'm afraid.
Okay. All right. Now we're on to AMAs with Molly. Molly,
I actually want to know about that.
Is there a big problem with mercury still being found in rivers and fish?
Yeah.
There is also, yes, and there's also a problem with mercury being found in horses, and some, but not all, trees.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Good.
go. Thank you.
Good.
All right, we've got Molly. Molly's gonna play some songs.
First of all, Molly, how are you doing?
I thank you for asking. I think I'm okay. I'm naturally kind of a hobbit. I've, in that I'm small and have hairy feet and divide my time by meals. So this has suited me fine. And I'm fortunate in that regard. How has it been for you?
I'm similar. I was already working from home, and I'm
We're
okay
both already working
not
from home, yeah.
going out for the most part. I do miss family things because my family's nearby. But
I feel like I've actually been thinking about this a lot, and I don't know if it's weird to talk about it in front of so many people, but like I feel like we've been really, really, really fortunate in this whole situation.
Yeah.
Like we have such a strong, supportive group of friends and a supportive community who have like, even just like financially, like both of our businesses were pretty hard hit at the beginning of this thing. Like we lost a lot of income, but we literally had a friend just like pay a month of mortgage for us. And then like another friend like buy us equipment so we could web stream better and like just like even like
we're doing okay.
It's unbelievable how generous people who have been able to like help us out with this, these problems. They just like really stepped up, and like that's just one of many reasons we're so lucky. That
No complaints really.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing serious.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about you guys lately because there's certainly, as I'm sure you know, a spike in people fostering kittens. And I'm wondering if y'all are like, oh, we were doing that before. It was cool. Like, how do you feel about
the lack of, we haven't been called upon
Yeah.
as much as we normally would be, especially this time of year, because so many people are home and can foster. So that's great.
I feel like a lot of this has been like, everyone's like, oh, we have to work from home now. We're like, yeah, we're already doing that. And everyone's like, oh, everyone's web streaming concerts. And we're like, oh yeah, we've already been doing that. Everyone's like, oh, we're fostering now. And we're like, yeah, welcome to our lives.
Yeah, no, we okay. You have a kitty, yeah?
Not recently, no.
Oh, never mind.
No, it's all right. A blonde lady who said she was a doctor came to our house, got to know our cat, and they left together. And I should have led with this. She showed up in a blue, like a wooden phone booth of some kind. So our cat's in another dimension. We hope she's staying out of trouble.
Yep. Well, please entertain us.
I'll do my level best.
Dance, monkey, dance. Yeah. Whatever the spirit leads you to do. 15, 20 minutes, something like that, and then we'll play some Jackbox games. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We're handing this over to you.
Okay, this is me taking it away.
Excellent. Molly Lewis.
I haven't actually played a set of songs in a while, so I'm gonna get some assistance from this deck of cards on my desk.
I did see, at the beginning there was a request from someone for Bioluminescent Boy.
Oh my god, that is the deepest cut. Not the deepest, but it's a pretty deep cut. I'll see what I can do, because I am, in fact, surrounded by all my ukuleles, so I have no excuse not to play any particular thing.
It sounds like they're about to attack or something.
What, the ukes? Oh yeah, I mean, it is, I live in a card tower made out of ukuleles at this point. I was actually gonna, including the baritone. I never play any of my baritone songs, because I'm sure the chat here has been to a Sarah Donner show, but you bring like a tree full of all your instruments, which is more like cases than I have the patience to juggle, but it makes for such a good show, and so I was a little inspired.
Yay! Yeah, I love me a baritone. It's fun to write on.
Oh, and actually, say hello to my little friend, this pointer stick, to push the button on my video switcher. There we go.
All right,
Uke
we're gonna
Vision.
get out of your way, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your show. You tell me what to do.
Now it's yours.
The next 15 to 20 minutes, it is my show. So this first song maintained a lighthouse for 5 years, and it needs some attention right now. It's a cover song that I've been thinking a lot about in quarantine. It's always been a major mood. So it's called These Days. much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I've had the chance to. I've stopped my rambling. I don't do too much gambling these days. These days I seem to think about how all the changes came about my way. And I wonder if I'd see another highway. I had a lover. I don't think I'd risk another these days. These days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, it's just that I've been losing so long. I've stopped my dreaming. I don't do too much scheming these days. These days I sit in cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Please don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. I just punched myself in the front tooth with my own ukulele. I don't recommend it. Ugh. That either means my uke is too big or my front teeth are too big. Thank you. I'm gonna take my secret friend. Let's get cozy for a moment. This is a shameless plug. This month, my friend Ken and I started a project called Song Along. It's a website, actually. So if our river conserving guest would like website help, that's apparently a thing I know how to do. But every Friday we put out a songwriting prompt and challenge people to write a song this week, because why not write a song this week? And so our first prompt was to write a song about an unlikely friendship. And this is the song that I wrote. It is about the actors Ansel Elgort and Walton Goggins, because they both have names that are fun to say. And I couldn't stop saying them. And so that's where lyrics come from. And I brought my tiniest ukulele to try and balance my biggest ukulele. And so hopefully I don't clock myself in the teeth with this one. Let's find out. The song's called Ansel Elgort and Walton Goggins. Oh no. Ansel Elgort and Walton Goggins down the hill on their red toboggans, matching beanies upon their noggins. Two best friends, Elgort and Goggins. Walton Goggins and his friend Ansel dressing up for the evening dancel. Then last minute their dates both cancel. It's movie night for Walton and Ansel. Ansel Elgort and his friend Wally at the beach playing volleyball-y. Who's that walking a border collie? Their third best friend, Boutros, Boutros, golly. Three best friends, Ansel Elgort and Walton Goggins and Boutros, Boutros, golly. Thank you. I'm getting silent applause from the Zoom chat. It's I've written a couple songs about non-fictional people, and to my knowledge, neither Ansel Elgort nor Walton Goggins have heard that song. I certainly know Boutros golly hasn't heard it. All right, back to action. We'll see. Maybe I'll go through every uke in my office before the stream is through. Because these are just I have. Okay, let's do a count. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ukes in my immediate vicinity. I'm sure that I could be schooled by Sarah in the ways of ukulele organizing. So hopefully I'm not embarrassing myself. This is a tone shift. I'm not so good at the tone shifts. But this song is the ruler of their own tiny kingdom, and it just left us a surprise. And that surprise is it's a song about, you know, those dreams where your teeth fall out at the end? I've been having a lot of them lately. And so I wrote a song about that because I was told specifically that that was a bad idea to write a song about it. And I took that as a challenge. So this song is called All My Teeth. I don't remember my dreams. It's not as bad as it seems. Though the dreams I do remember are far and few between. No matter what they're about, at the end, all my teeth fall out. I had a dream you were there. You complimented my hair, then confessed your hidden feelings you had for me for years, and you hoped I could understand. Then my teeth fell out into my hand. What if I could remember more? What if I dream every night? What if you were in every dream and things didn't always go right? What if I did something stupid? Something I'd live to regret? What if I hurt you so badly you wish that we never had met? I like to imagine 2 buttons with neat little type underneath. The left one says give up this memory, the right one says give up your teeth. If only I knew I was dreaming, I'd know this dilemma was fake. I reach for the left, and next thing I know I'm awake. I had a dream we were wed, and you took me to bed. Also, we were at my mom's house, but it was not her house, and my fingers were all ballpoint pens. And then, you know, my teeth. Oh no. What chord did I start on, guys? There it is. It's an A. Remind me next time I need to find that chord that it's an A. Okay. I don't know how much time I have elapsed. But certainly Elgog didn't run the clock out. What other novelty-sized ukes? in honor of the pug bathing. This is Diana, the invisible uke. She's not quite in tune because she just came from the mascara. And I know some of y'all in chat have met this uke. I know Kendra, you have. And I'll tell you what, if you find yourself, I'm sure Sarah and Michael maybe have already communicated this point in past Quarantenapaloozas, but if you find yourself having any idle time, with all your newfound time at home, the ukulele is a great instrument to teach yourself. I don't know if she's going to get in tune here. That's going to have to do it. Nope, that's not going to have to do it. The nice thing too is she's $70 and she's plastic, so she can. What are we talking about? Oh, right. So this song is based on a true story. It lives on a farm, and this song has been eating a steady diet of baby carrots, which I have been too. It's called Pantsuit Sasquatch. Carry on with your business, there is nothing to see. You must be pretty desperate if you've come out looking for me. You regret how we parted, that is well understood. Now please leave me to sip on my wine and to wander the woods. Didn't I go where you sent me? Didn't I meet your demands? Didn't I answer your questions? Didn't I shake all your hands? Didn't I do the best I can? Wasn't I better than any man? Wasn't I cool and collected when all of the fan? Wasn't I cool? I'm gonna change ukes. Be right back. Okay. Wasn't I cool and collected when all of the shit hit the fan? Wasn't I cool? Wasn't I? You ask how I am doing. Stupid question, I'm fine. Just another man helping himself to what's rightfully mine. Did you say I look tired? I'm not tired at all. I was trying to shatter a ceiling where he built a wall. Didn't I check all the boxes? Didn't I follow routine? Didn't I travel the high road? Never was petty or mean. And did I run a clean campaign? Did I inform and entertain? And did I let down my guard because my rival had half of a brain? Did I let down, didn't I? All my credentials didn't matter. All my service and nobody cares. They tried to purchase the world on a platter, phoned in some favors and now it is theirs. You know it brings me no joy to see you in this hole, or what the man would destroy to maintain his control. So goodbye. Look out below, I'm going high, because one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I know you want your closure, cause the future's unclear. I feel no obligation to tell you what you want to hear. Would you like me to save you? Would you like me to quit? Or would you prefer it if I taught myself how to knit? Couldn't you mind your own business? Couldn't you just leave me be? You brought this all on yourselves, gang. Don't try to pin it on me. Couldn't I peacefully retire into these hills I so admire? Couldn't I serve up the tea while he sets the whole party on fire? Couldn't I serve? Couldn't I? And when they write this history, I'll take the moral victory. Wasn't I right at the center of all that this country could be? Wasn't I right? Wasn't I? Too many ukes. Too many ukes. There we go. That was the song. I can do one more before we Jackbox. Is that cool? Or are we ready to? Or we also is fine if we're ready to Jackbox. One more. Okay. I figured since the baritone is here, and the baritone doesn't like to leave the house, and frankly, I can relate. I'm going to play. This is the first song that I wrote. Technically, it's also based on a true story. I don't need cards to tell you about it. There was an astronaut who went through a really bad breakup, really super in public, back in 2007 when there were slow news days sometimes. And so I was moved, I guess, by her plight and by her complete apparent overplanning of a breakup. And so I wrote this. It's called Road Trip. I thought he was my partner, less than lovers, but more than friends. He said it wouldn't last, but like the cosmos, I don't think it ends. They say he's going steady with some woman that I don't know. I've never met this person, but I think that I should go and say hello. I wish that he'd step back and weigh his options for what they're worth. She may be smart and pretty, oh, but our love has orbited the earth. I will not let her take my place. I'm in a new kind of space race, but I don't tell my parents, and I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing, and I pull on my Depends, and then I drive. It's time for a road trip. I've printed out these letters that he sent her and stuff like that. I've written these directions to her house so we might have a little chat. I'll take this airsoft pistol should she make threats against my life. A wig and pepper spray and this 8-inch Gerber folding knife. I will not let my man pursue her. Now she will get what's coming to her, but I don't tell my parents, and I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing, and I pull on my Depends, and then I drive. It's time for a road trip. She's just a captain in the Air Force. She's never been in outer space. I guess I'll have to go remind her that I'm a goddamn astronaut and she should know her place. I pass through the state border and I'm welcomed by a sign. I can feel my heart pounding in my temples, and justice will be mine. She's nowhere in the airport, then I recognize her car. I see no reason why I should be nervous. I've already come this far. I will not let them victimize me. At this point, nothing can surprise me. But I don't tell my parents, sing along, and I don't tell my friends. I just grab some rubber tubing and I pull on my Depends, and then I drive. It's time for a road trip.
He couldn't either. There we go.
Thank you.
I don't know if they can hear us,
But we're applauding.
but we're applauding because you are wonderful.
Thank you. Thank
Are
you for
we-
Molly,
having
look.
me.
I don't know. Our
together?
faces are on the
Oh.
thing.
You
I can
have
see your
this,
face.
Like, you just are a beast of a songwriter. Like, you have this uncanny, like touching yet haha yet oh, but all this stuck all in one, and it makes me go ah, and like in such a great way. So thank you for being on our silly show. My gosh, I feel like tonight was like a super chill Quarantenapalooza
Very
compared
chill.
to
Yeah.
to past ones, and like you're perfect. That's all I'm saying.
If people want to follow you, if they want to stalk you, if they want to give you all their money, like where do they go to do that,
Yeah.
Molly Lewis?
Well, the stalking I can't give them advice on. That's between me and my
What's your
private
address?
investigator. But so my coordinates, everybody write this down. I'm gonna be the nearest geocache is to my house. If they want to see what I'm up to, theoretically they can go to mollylewis.wtf. That is my website. The current thing I'm doing, which is not on my website, is songalong.wtf, which is the songwriting challenge thing. I have Bandcamp, I have a Tweetums, and the stuff. And I think Bandcamp is maybe the best way to give me money at this moment.
Yeah.
Because as Daniel will attest, I'm still trying to figure the Patreon thing out.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
It's true, and Patreon keeps going through these like, well, we might be doing this, kind of.
Maybe it'll cost you more. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Hey, what's up, gamers?
definitely don't throw all your chicks in that basket. I guess is the.
There's some of them in that basket.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm thankful for all the Patreon chicks in my basket, but yeah, that's tricky. Yeah. What was the so what was the third ukulele you played? The teeny one that had the
The pocket. This one?
yeah. What is it called?
It is a Kala pocket uke. This size of uke is called a sopranino, apparently, and they're very popular in Europe. America, like many things, America hasn't figured out sopraninos yet.
No.
But yeah, it was in the before time. It was my slide into a bag and go to a coffee shop, and if I had to be like, "What is that chord again?" Then because it's actually quite loud, and it has a "It found Return to Molly Lewis" sticker in case it wanders away.
I love the timbre of it. Like that chunk.
Surprisingly
Old timey radio, kind of like well, yes,
chunk,
it
chunk,
can.
yeah, definitely one of those. And you kind of have to hold it like George Formby as well. You have to really kind of get it up above the breastplate.
Right. You have to, and you look like a very big person just playing a regular
She looks
ukulele.
enormous. She's not.
I know how regular sized people feel playing ukulele now. I have context.
What's that really interesting looking microphone in front of your face?
This is Gred, and I have his twin brother Forge. It's a bluegrass microphone. It's meant for one of those Punch Brothers kind of like 5 dudes all around one mic kind of thing.
Cool.
And it looks good on camera, I think.
It looks very cool. I had a question. Crap. Do you teach ukulele by any chance?
It's actually a thing that I'm looking at doing, perhaps over something like Twitch. I got the Twitch handle Molly Lele. I'm just trying to figure out logistically how to do it. It's because you teach. I know that you teach ukulele.
I do, and I was hoping that you did too, because I was going to ask you a teaching question about.
I think I need to ask you teaching questions.
Okay.
But what is your teaching question?
My teaching question was I have a few kiddos that are playing, and like the ukulele is still like the size of it is odd for them, and so like teaching them, I try to teach them to get a strap of some kind, just so that they don't feel. I feel like if you're learning an instrument, it's more difficult to also feel like you need to hold it up and that it's in danger of falling while you're learning to play. Like that's not going to be helpful.
Yeah.
And so I've been trying to get them figure out a strap situation, but for little people, because it seems like all the straps out there are for adults, and the kids just keep like having it's like on the floor while they're trying to play. And I'm like, it's not an electric guitar. You need to hold it up here, but.
Yeah. Well, and I've described, like, when asked, why do you have 8 ukuleles in your field of vision? I describe ukulele as like, it's like having a cat. Like once you get one cat, you're like, oh, okay, well, this is pretty cute. I guess I could have this in my house. And then you've bought special furniture for it. And then it's, you know, there's a room where it poops, and then you have 12 of them. That's just kind of.
Are you just desperately trying to find that ukulele that wants to sit on your lap?
That's the thing, is like every ukulele is different, and all ukuleles want to sit on your lap. That's kind of the thing.
Oh.
I don't have straps on most of my things because I just kind of play on the couch. They're a very good, like, you know, watch your partner play Fortnite while you're noodling or whatever. They kind of fit in every little corner.
Really, you have to. The ukulele chooses you.
That's true. Yeah, it's a real Ollivander situation anytime you walk into a music shop.
Absolutely. Is that what Tiny Tim used? It looks good on camera. All right. Do we have any more shenanigans? Or are we ready for the Jackbox shenanigans?
Yeah, let's play some Jackbox games.
Will you be joining us, Molly?
Yes, please. I was just trying to ready my screen because some folks in chat have been very, very ready for Jackbox since we started talking.
Oh yeah,
They're like, that's enough music.
Lorraine has her stylus ready.
Hold on. I have to open up my Cheetos.
Stylus. How dare.
Open up your Cheetos now, everybody, so they don't make noise later.
Oh yeah, let me chomp into this really crunchy carrot. Here we go.
Oh, we have some damsels of Dorkington in the wings. Hello, Rissy.
All right, it's that time.
Hey, Blythe. Hey, Amanda. Hello, lovely folks.
Hello.
There's so many windows with faces.
Wow, it's a party going on. A celebration to last throughout the year.
Oh, Blythe and Sarah just released another video. Am I wrong?
No, you are correct. We did, so Blythe and I have a project called Belter in Place, and we're just doing show tunes collaboratively with one of those apps where you can chop up the screen and just noodle over yourself to your heart's content. So we did.
So we're noodling over each other.
You are very good, Blythe, at like playing off of what I give you, because usually what I give you I don't think is that funny, but when I get it back from you, I'm like, oh.
That's funny because every time you send it to me, I'm always like, oh, this is brilliant. I love it. Let's go.
We're just all brilliant. Yeah. We'll keep at this then. Yeah. It's fun. It just sort of, I don't know, at this point in time kind of fulfills a need to, like, I don't know, get in a sort of a costume and, I don't know, just make a little bit of a teeny tiny show that you can put on for free. Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes we forget to do this. I just want to take a quick moment and be like, hello, thank you for being here, Damsels of Dorkington.
Oh.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks or whatever.
Let's play some games and stuff.
Yes, let's.
All right.
I have my beer here, and I have my on-deck beer right over there. I'm ready to go.
I forgot this.
Oh, how do I get that set up?
Well, you go to your fridge.
Right.
Oh.
You get 2 beers.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the problem with
Hold
that.
one in your hand, put the other one just off camera.
Yeah, the problem is I have 0 beers in the fridge
Oh
currently.
no.
We're not doing quarantine correctly.
I drank all my beers and then I've been like
Oh no, you are doing it correctly.
weirdly afraid to go to the beer store again.
Oh,
The beer store, you say?
Yeah, the beer store.
The beer store.
that is not.
The Dickens, you say?
You have appropriate fear. I go in there with my mask and my rubber gloves. I get in there, I get out.
Rubber gloves?
So, sometimes I bring in a a Lysol wipe and I actually sanitize the whole point of sale device, and then people thank me.
Wow, the whole POS system. Wow.
Yeah, the whole damn thing. I like the pencil that's attached to the little rope, and like all the keys, and then the screen because someone.
Honestly, you're doing a service at that
Seriously,
point.
people behind me in line are always like, yeah.
We live in Massachusetts.
All right, lovely folks in the chat. This is where I'm gonna get off chat and I'm just gonna play some games. So we love you all. Thank you so much for being here. We're still gonna be here. You're still gonna be here.
Please
but I'm not
join
gonna
us
see
on
what
the
you're
audience.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, join us in the audience. Once that becomes available. I have to go get into the game itself. So bye. But hello.
Hello.
Okay, I'm shutting down.
Hello.
Ow.
Hello. No TikTok. I'm not gonna use you. Okay.
No.
TikTok wants you to use it.
Please. Please, Michael, we miss you. Don't you want to see that viral content, Michael?
I do want to see The Rock dancing, but that's all I want to see.
What kind of dance? We got the Carlton, we got the Macarena, we got every kind of rock dancing.
This is the voice that TikTok speaks with.
Yes. Yeah, because that's how the kids...
You know, Old Town Road, that was us. TikTok.
Was it? I would believe you.
I thought it was Spotify, but I don't know too much about what the youths are doing these days, so...
Yeah, I know step one is not to call them the youths, but that's as far as I've got.
Yeah, I know that's step one, and that's why I keep calling them the youth.
Youths,
Right.
yes.
We have a bunch of kids live across the street from us. There's, it's a house, but I think there's two houses.
It's like a commune or something going on.
Well, here's the thing. I think there's two families. I don't know which children belong to which family, but like I was just one of the kids over there. He's about yay old. Always wants me to make him a table.
I love that we can't see where the floor is.
And he wants
So we don't know what yay actually means in this particular instance.
Honestly, I have no idea how to age children. I have no idea. But like today, I was getting in my car and I was going to go in my van, and I was going to go to the post office to drop some stuff off there because that's what I do for a living. And first thing he said was, "Why is your van so ugly?" And I was like, "Because it's not very nice."
I would have given the kid $1 to say that.
And then he was like, "Be safe," and I was like,
That's so nice.
You, like, you know.
I love hearing the neighborhood kids because they're like, hey, as soon as you walk out the gate, I hear, hey, Mike. And I'm always like, Michael has little children friends, which is
I don't know their names.
Because
I don't know who they belong to.
I can't even get him to like know the name of our nephews and stuff.
I don't know their names either. Oh, I need to answer a thing.
Okay.
I hate all of these prompts.
They went through
Daniel,
all the
if you
good ones
wrote
and
them,
took
I'm
ones.
sorry. God, okay. I'm really not proud of myself this time. And not like I wrote inappropriate answers, like not proud, just, you know, my ability to think realistically, it's just gone.
Think fast or use a safety quip.
Oh no.
You can do it, you can do it. Come on.
Yeah, I panicked too and just
Let's see what we're working with.
wrote something that I think everybody will know I wrote when they see it. So, you know.
It just says elephants.
Well, you're not off by much.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh man, these are both really solid answers.
Yeah, congratulations
They're way
everybody.
better than my answers that I've made for other questions.
For butts?
Yeah.
Butts. What Channing Tatum calls his butt. Probably.
You're talking about how like this has been a very chill Quarantenapalooza. I think it's just because like this just feels like normal life now.
Wow.
Like, this is what we do Saturday night. We hang out with our friends.
And stream it to the internet.
Yeah. Who are also our
Moving
friends.
on.
So.
Assign your Roomba may be sentient. Put in your votes.
Oh yes.
It rides the cat like that sugar glider in the video.
Dude, we have a Roomba and we haven't set it up yet. And I just, like, I need to know what to do to make my cat ride it once it is set up. I think he's going to be freaked out by it. And that's really upsetting to me.
Just put wet meat
It's
on
like
it.
Yeah, or peanut butter.
Also, dress your cat in a shark costume.
Oh.
cover it in catnip.
Really smart. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Put
Wow,
mouse on it.
that did not go the way I expected, and the audience decided
Up
that one.
next,
Yeah.
what the hare did with his life after losing to the tortoise. And vote.
Wow. I love that.
A theme emerges.
It's always amusing when we have like similar answers. Just like, wow, this is a room full of very similar people. I love it.
But then how do you vote?
That is the problem.
Eventually, we're just all gonna merge into one person.
Sometimes I just close my eyes and start smacking my phone, and then
Wow, that's not where I thought that was going.
haha.
We're already in this Zoom call configuration. We're basically a mech. This is like every mech anime I've ever seen.
And next, a group that no tour bus driver ever wants to have assigned to their bus.
Oh boy.
Vote away.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, that kind
Oh.
of group. I see.
Oh, man.
Both are solid answers.
Yeah.
I've been to LeakyCon, but it was a different kind of con. I wonder how the audience is going to split on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Curious.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Ow, damn!
Wow, wow, wow.
Holy shit!
We got a regular lip quash, everybody.
A really cool thing to be reincarnated as. It's voting time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Amanda.
I was running out of time, and really, if I was going to be reincarnated as anything, that's what I'd want to be. So
You know what?
the adjective is redundant because
for Amanda, because I'm on board with that. Oh wait, but I also like the bottom of the sea.
Also,
bottom of the sea is terrifying. So
yeah, but it's also really cool.
it is.
And it's away from the land.
There is that. Well,
It's pretty bad right now.
Mananda, you got my vote.
This cat just ate like 3 Cheetos.
Because if
Impressive.
you were reincarnated as a cute elephant, you couldn't look at cute elephants anymore.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yes!
The first suppress the memory successfully in that first response.
Oh my gosh.
I've eaten all the Cheetos.
And she just
I don't understand. There's a TH and then there's a blank one. I don't get it.
Oh, Marty.
Right, y'all. I'm suppressing a lot of memories.
Oh.
that's probably for the best.
Yeah, they didn't get anything past the TH because they're a cat.
Moving on. The only way out of Mississippi is to blank.
Oh boy.
Ready, set, vote.
Or use too many S or more different S.
That's the wrong S.
I said consummate V's. Consummate.
Too many S.
I've had them since day one.
These are we've had them literally since day one, and they are great, lovely beasts.
And they're getting adopted all together. 3.
Oh, really?
Oh.
3 of them.
That's so great.
That's never happened before. Yeah.
glad somebody voted for my terrible answer. Thank you.
You voted for mine, so I voted for yours. That's how we do.
A friendly heckler.
Well, that's an oxymoron.
You're doing real good.
You rock.
I had somebody yell at me once that you should do this professionally.
Wow.
Anybody else been heckled out there? What heckles have you? Ooh. I mean, damsels, come on.
I mean,
our entire show is literally us begging for heckles. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually count as heckles at those.
Yeah.
Molly, have you been heckled?
No, I've played in more empty rooms than I've been heckled.
Yeah. Those are
but when people I think people pop out their phones and start tweeting, and I think those are the heckles. I just don't see them.
Social distancing heckling.
It's very safe, very conscientious of them.
I mean, if I was going to heckle somebody, that's how I would heckle them.
It's now time for round 2.
The sort of passive aggressive.
Yeah, it's a sub heckle.
Yeah, they you just start talking to someone. You're like, I am making sure that you know I'm not paying attention to what you're doing anymore. So
you can see my face illuminated by my phone. So you can see me on the street, the one person.
Yeah, you're like, okay,
all right.
Huh.
Oh no. Oh. Fuck.
Ooh.
Remember that time we played on a Google campus, and you thought everyone was ignoring you, but they were all just not.
Use the safety quit button if you have to.
Those were the good old days.
Sorry, that was relevant like 2 minutes ago before I had to answer my questions.
Oh my gosh, my brain is just like off right now.
It's a lot of screens.
Get in the game.
I literally cannot for some reason.
The stakes have never been higher than quarantine.
Never. Who wrote that? I don't know, man.
It's weird. It was the safety quit. It's a self-owned from the game.
They're like, we know, we're just phoning it in at this point. Yeah.
You're allowed to. We know.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that their servers have stayed up during the quarantine, honestly.
I know.
It's impressive.
3 people in the audience also hate that prompt. Good job.
I spent half the time just trying to think of something and came up with 0.
Yep.
It's hard to find cabbage material, fresh cabbage material in 2020. Yeah.
I feel like it's also cliche, so you don't want to put that. So
yeah, like Richard Pryor's famous cabbage half hour.
Exactly.
You don't want to copy any of that.
But we've all heard it, so you know you don't. Yeah.
It's their first association.
Yes, we are all becoming the same person.
Yep. Okay.
Wow. Yep.
Wow. I love both of these so much. Can I vote for both?
Right, they're so good.
Yeah.
Gosh. This is a rough one.
Oh.
That worked.
Next on the list, a creative use for a corn cob. Vote away.
We all thought it. Somebody said it.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the last time I saw a corn cob.
Dang, I wish I'd left my plate in front of me because it had an actual corn cob on it that I ate right before we started.
As the prophecy is fulfilled.
Wow.
Oh, there's a corn cob on Daniel.
Daniel with the corn cob. Well, yes, that would be a terrible dildo. You're right.
It would.
And next is, if this player had an underground club, the secret password would probably be blank.
Oh.
It's voting time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What are you looking at me for? Like,
I think these two things kind of.
Oh, you
kind
wrote one of them?
So when I have an underground club, this is going to be the password.
Oh,
So remember it.
Well, you have to. You just said that to the open internet, so you need a new password now.
Right?
You could have believed
Yes.
zeros instead of.
Yeah, see, the secret's out.
Boobs. I can't believe I did better than you at your own club. I'm sorry about that.
You're hired.
Quick fact: if I have to send Michael an email and I want him to pay attention to it, I put boobies in the subject, no matter what the email is.
Oh, that's so smart.
That is smart.
And he opens it, and that's the only way I can get him to pay attention.
It never gets caught as spam.
Bitches!
Oh, wow, those are both.
Humid scrotum. I don't know what perennial means.
The perineum,
Perineum.
is the area between your genitals and your butthole.
Yeah, it's the yard between the houses. Yeah.
We're here to learn things.
You have it on your body.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, I can show you on the doll.
Next one. In the future, robots will do everything for us.
There's tons of parts of me. I don't know what they're called.
My eyes are on the front. I'm limited.
I like the callback.
Huh.
They're kind of both callbacks in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
I personally love to vacuum. It's my favorite of the household chores. So
Can you move in with me, please?
I've been offered that from people before. They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "I will gladly vacuum your house for you. I love to vacuum." I don't know why.
I like folding laundry.
On the list,
Mm-hmm.
the new menu
This is why I support communes.
Get to voting.
Oh no, come on. Ugh, so gross. I love Taco Bell.
Yeah, me too.
Thank God for Taco Bell.
It's
I have not eaten at a Taco Bell in over a decade, at
it's
least.
delightful garbage, and I
It's so
can't
good.
stay away.
Although we don't have Mexican pizzas at the Taco Bells here in Canada, at least not that I can find, which is my favorite. I hate that.
You're too far north for Mexican pizza.
Do they just call them American people? Like,
I wish.
It would be more correct, I think. So-
Right?
Next one. A rejected
good point.
Do Canadian Taco Bells do like any kind of poutine sort of variant? Like, do you?
No, although
Oh.
they do usually like have the KFC right next to them. So if you wanted poutine, you could get it there.
They have the requisite parts. Yeah.
Oh man. I really like both of these for very different reasons.
It's chock full of attitude, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. That was a hard one to, yeah.
The people will decide. Nope.
Oh, wow.
Will the people decide? No. People
Well
have spoken.
then,
yeah.
Oh, well,
Just going with vulgarity.
I
guys.
say.
It works.
this is called Quarantenapalooza X. That's it. We're done.
Round 2 is now complete. Let's see where we landed.
Also, kind of the key to a lot of damn shows I've seen.
What is?
Vulgarity.
Oh, well,
my yes.
What? No.
Ooh.
Boobs also.
Boobs.
come for the boobs, stay for the vulgarity.
The last flash. You're all going to answer the same prompt.
Oh,
So
the
pull
same
out all the stops.
Yes!
So is this like a...
I don't care. It's anything. but
Oh,
Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
so stupid. Mananda, I love that it looks like you're like gonna star in the Outsiders film or something. I love it so much.
I'm gonna go get on my motorcycle after this is over and go ride.
The leader of the pack.
I've had this jacket for years, and this is the second time I've worn it, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna wear it because I can, and because I can."
Yeah. Only the top third of the body on the front needs to look good, and that's easy.
Exactly.
That's the part you can see best.
oh wow.
I heard your name was Chris. What does that even mean? I'm the ghost of white privilege. Yes. I just love going boobs. Oh, there's some good stuff here.
I just joined the KKK.
Oh. Okay.
These
I mean,
are
there
all
was some
so good.
very quality content here.
Quality content.
Nice. Let's see.
Oh,
who's got the
boy.
medals. Bronze. Here's the silver. And finally, gold. Okay, let's change those medals into points.
Well, that seems pretty close.
I wish this is how Eurovision had worked this year. They
Oh,
just didn't give
wow.
anybody.
Yeah, I'm the ghost of white privilege was good.
I thought Marty
Let's see
was
the
gonna take
final
it.
scores.
But does that mean white privilege died? Because that's a happening.
Wouldn't that be
True.
great?
Rissy, the winner. Congratulations.
Why, thank you. I'm adding this to my resume. Ha 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 ha.
Very nice. I love it. I love it. That was good. That was a good one.
Ghost of white privilege.
You're doing your best. Good try. I know. Thanks. Past answer.
You're doing okay, baby.
So, Amanda, I bought some clips for my hair this week at Target.
And I have to change the view so I can see you better.
Oh, well. you-
Okay, good. Nope, go. Ooh.
Somebody told me one of my students was like, "Go get all these clips," and so that's what I've been doing this week to try and quell the
Deal.
craze.
Yeah.
I
Deal
don't-
with the.
I don't know what else to do. It's Michael's. I made Michael watch some videos on how to cut hair.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably gonna happen. At
That
some
might
point.
happen on Quarantenapalooza at some point.
Oh wow, I love that.
I just want the back because I'm getting the like ducktail sort of thing.
Yep.
Like, I just want. If I can pin the sides back, that's fine. But it's the back, and I'm just like, I know my neck. Like, at least I can't see myself from the back, but still.
Yeah.
But
Does anybody else have any? Rissy and Blythe, you both have like long hair already. Molly, you kind of have not long hair. Do you have any?
I was fortunate in that I strategized with my stylist pre-quarantine, like before that was on the horizon, of just the long hawk. Because I got tired of the duck butt. I was like, I want to eventually be able to braid just the full mohawk and just do like the ray buns, and that's the whole haircut.
Yes.
So I did have to. I stood in a bathtub while my partner did a little spot check on my sides, and that was a harrowing day for the beard trimmer, especially.
no, I have thought about like I will like pull the hair in the back, and I'm like, I could probably just like hold it and cut it myself, and
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
then
just
I
a-
don't.
The
because-
texturizing shears that barbers, you
Yeah.
you know, those. That's
Yeah.
the secret because you can't mess up too bad in a
Oh,
single
yeah.
stroke.
That's when I had longer hair, I once cut it because it was just getting very ratty at the ends. And then the next time I went into a stylist, she's like, "Oh God, this is so uneven. Who cut your hair before?" It was like, "It was me."
Fix it.
It's me.
Yeah, just like, yes, I'm sure that it's curly. So when it's like, unless it's wet and combed out straight, you can't tell how uneven it is. So that's what I tell myself anyway.
This isn't even a prompt.
It just says, Michael, you have a silly face.
It says
Put your
boobs.
phone down.
Basically,
It just says boobs.
Oh.
oh no, my on deck beer is almost out. It means I need to go get a new on deck beer.
Time's running out. Use a safe.
My drink was made with pretty much all of the alcohol I still had in my house. So this is it. I guess I have a little airplane bottle of scotch that a friend of mine brought back from Scotland for me, but I don't like scotch, so I've had it for a very long time.
Scotch is
So,
really
David
gross.
Schwimmer
yeah,
reads to himself
yeah, I'm not
today.
a huge fan, so that's why I've just held. But it's apparently really good, so I don't want to just.
Also, I also drank scotch a lot one time at Gen Con and then threw up in a parking deck.
Oh,
That sounds like a pretty typical Gen Con.
Yeah, Chris got all these scotches and he was like, try this scotch. And I was like, this is a great idea. It was
Great plan.
I had to hold his hair back and everything.
Yeah,
Aw.
I didn't have hair, but she did a good job anyway.
Whoa.
yep.
No, so little
And
about
next,
friends.
a sign you never see. Honk if you were blank.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Man, they're
Oh
both so good.
man.
Oh,
Oh
they're
man.
both- how do I choose?
They are both so good.
That is rough.
Well, I don't know.
They're both so true.
There's some talented, funny, quippy people.
Yeah.
Shiny, quippy people holding phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well split because they
Wow.
were both so good.
I would have chosen Molly's if I had
Yeah,
been able
and
to
also with
choose.
you.
It was
It's also good too.
Well and well met.
Vote now.
Oh, two again, very strong.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's Nick. It's 5. Because I am.
No. Oh gosh.
It's also the presidential ticket for this year.
You are not wrong.
Mine as well.
Oh, that one was really hard.
Classic.
I mean, Amanda's though actually was somewhat realistic, as there are people named Seymour.
Undercover cop posing as a teen says. Time
Talk.
to vote.
To connect with the youths.
How do you do it, fellow kids?
Fellow
Okay.
youths.
Anybody been vaping lately?
I know we all love rejecting authority.
Kickflip.
That's right.
Oh,
Boom.
Tactic was just so good.
Mm-hmm. Rad.
Thank you very much.
Next in line, a weird surgery that starts with laser. It's voting time.
Oh, laser boobs.
Oh no.
I don't know. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't want either of those though. I know that for sure.
I just like the idea that the surgery is to add lasers to the boobs.
Yeah.
Right?
Like that Katy Perry video.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was like taking boobs out with lasers. Like,
I think it's giving you laser boobs.
Yeah.
mastectomy lasers.
Like sights. Yeah.
Once again, boobs for the win.
I mean, that or you lose your clitoris.
Next on
That's
the
with clitoris, which is
hardest
pretty
class
good.
you can take at Clown College. And vote.
Yeah, these are both 400 level.
Yeah.
These are graduate level clown college classes.
I don't know. We have kitten noises. They're behind the couch. They're climbing the couch, I'm assuming.
It's like if you have a squirrel in the walls.
Ah!
Coming up next, Alvin and the Chipmunks 12.
Oh god.
Oh, that's a terrible prompt.
Oh damn!
Oh no!
Good job, though.
The taglines, I still want a hula hoop.
Yes.
Somebody buy me a goddamn hula hoop.
Where's my hula hoop, Dave?
I frickin' hate the chipmunks.
This Christmas. Don't be late. I have a friend whose introduction to the Beatles was the Chipmunks cover album, Chipmunks Sing the Beatles, which mysteriously went missing when they were a child and got replaced with the Red Album.
What a surprise!
I know, mysterious.
Yeah.
Should be added to the
Amazing.
next version of the game Clue.
Okay.
Oh, they're both so good. They're
They
both
are.
so good.
I've made my choice. Now I must live with it.
I'm gonna go the other way from last time I had these prompts. Or these answers.
Oh gosh.
Don't poop back there.
That's like the subtitle of our book. Molly.
Oh. See, I want to see a dildo in Clue now.
Wait, Molly, did you actually just answer the same thing for both questions?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
A goose and a goose.
I didn't know what order they'd be presented in, but I hoped it would be a callback.
Should cling.
Thank you.
Clang!
Rissy's hot on my
Now
heels
for
though.
round 2. Points and bonuses. Double the excitement.
What?
Hey, did you guys see that talk tick? It was rad.
Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you
got me
can't
a beer
think of
on my
anything.
Okay. Don't let him cheat.
Okay. Wow, your phone's really nice. Sarah just got a new phone.
Let's see those
Oh,
quips.
fancy.
Oh no!
You know you
Oh,
have
we
a
lost.
shady landlord when
I don't think I got mine in on time, and it was really good.
Oh.
I
I
say.
think the same thing happened to me. I don't. Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
I'm curious about eating blood.
Yeah, like with a fork.
Right, do you let it like gelatinize?
You let it set up for a while, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
coagulated, so it's
Jell-O
like
shots,
cottage cheese.
Shots.
Everyone's very accepting of vampires. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I would love to have a vampire landlord.
moving on. It
He's
would
not
be
awake during the
awesome
day.
If you could grow blank in a garden.
I would say.
Vote on your devices.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's both so true. I have such a black thumb.
I don't know what one of those means.
Like depression meds,
Antidepressants.
I assume. Yeah, SSRIs.
Oh,
Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
Yep.
Although
Oh,
I'm more of an SNRI kind of girl.
I would have voted for that if I knew what it was.
I pronounced it at first.
SRIS? Yeah.
Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
Next prompt. The most disappointing
If you had
thing to win on
sung
a
me
game
the
show,
song.
a lifetime supply of blank.
Oh!
Oh no!
Joke's on you. I already have a lifetime supply of poop.
I make my own.
I was kind of hoping you were going to say a lifetime supply of Adam Sandler movies.
Make my own
He's
Adam
my
Sandler
husband.
movies.
Oops.
Ah!
Oops, indeed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Aren't those two answers the same thing? Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, that's a yeah. That's fair.
Adam Sandler storms out of chat furiously. I got Sarah and Mike were on my side.
Yeah.
And next is what the fine print on every love coupon says.
Okay, what is that? What is a love coupon?
Oh, it's a thing that like our moms and dads did.
Like
Yeah.
it entitles you to one free foot massage.
You'd
or-
buy like a book of these love coupons
Oh no.
to shake up your marriage.
Okay, why do you
Gross.
folks know what this is?
Because I've seen them in stores.
Yeah,
Weird
like if
paper.
you've been inside of Spencer's Gifts.
Because I've watched
Parents that loved each other.
horrible sitcoms.
No, I definitely didn't have that.
Yeah, that's true. Rissy that didn't apply to her, so
Same with like those dice that have like fondle on one.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Fondle, lick, smooch, caress. Just add them to your D&D bag.
This just
Yeah.
sounds like dirty dice.
Next,
They are dirty dice.
say every time a patient
The
gets
pen and
naked.
paper dirty dice.
Ready, set, vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would House say? That's the question.
Oh, crappy doctor or creepy doctor?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Next one. The real reason the giant at the top of the beanstalk was trying to kill Jack. Get to voting.
What?
What in the name of Zod?
Like, I like both of these things, but they have nothing to do with that answer, that question.
Yeah.
Well, what would you have said?
See, I had it mixed up, and I thought the question was why Jack was trying to kill the giant.
That makes sense.
I appreciate
Made
that
sense at the time.
beautiful parfait.
No.
I don't know.
Next prompt.
It's like a good.
The worst thing to say during your Oscar award speech.
Yes.
Put in your
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my.
Good job. Yo-yo, what are you doing? There's the Cheeto.
Never have kittens been so Cheeto crazy.
It's just this one.
You made them this way.
We did.
They learned it from watching you.
Our bad parenting. Honestly, it's the smooshers who send the cheetos.
Oh.
Sure, blame them.
Next
A
up.
likely story.
How your spouse knows
Sorry,
you're
Kat,
having
this
an
is your
affair
fault.
with a clown.
Oh no!
Questions.
And
Oh no! Oh, okay. Wow, I really want to know where
On
that was
my
going.
S. On my...
Man, I literally
White pants on my.
white pants, paint.
White paint on my. Oh,
My
I don't even care. I'm voting for
smoocher.
that.
Let's assume.
Oh,
So it
okay.
starts with S. That's a sexy bit.
Scrotum.
On my sexy bit. Yeah, there you go.
Nice, sexy bitch.
On my sexual organ.
Rissy, what was it supposed to be?
A shirt collar.
Oh, okay.
Wow, the tamest thing.
I feel like
Ooh.
shirt collar would have not gotten as many responses.
round 2 is no
They left it to the
more. Let's see
imagination.
damage.
Because that's the thing, like, about the lipstick on your collar is always supposed to be the giveaway. So.
I assume S was like schlong.
That's what.
My
No.
schlong.
Yeah.
Schlong. That's a...
That's definitely how my husband would know I'm having an affair, is if I grew a dick.
Final chance to catch
To
up.
have
Everyone
stuff
gets the
on.
Same prompt this time.
You just walk home with your strap on still on, like, oh god,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oops! God damn it!
You know what?
Fill in
The
this
streets
column.
are vacant these days. No one would notice.
It's geese again.
Oh god, what's wrong with me?
We'll never know.
Yeah,
So dumb.
Oh, I've got nothing.
Yeah, it's not a great one, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, we're ready. Hand out those medals now.
Map quest.
Oh, taking me back.
All right. Look at this
Wait, did
thing.
she do that
Yeah,
herself?
she did hers.
No.
Oh, she's falling off the couch.
Did she stick her head in the bag?
Oh no!
That was quality content right there. That's why
Close
we
your
do
eyes and think of England is so awesome. I just voted for that.
Oh my god. These are.
All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze, silver, and gold. All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points.
Ooh.
Map
That
quest.
quest was really good.
So
Great.
good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Okay,
Well
let's
done.
see those final scores.
Scoot.
I am live. Clean it up.
I'm surprised by that.
Coming up from behind.
You see that talk?
Hey, you see that tactic? Rad.
So.
You should say that to the kids.
Yes.
I'll give you $1.
Are you doing that talk tick? No, I'm not gonna make you a table.
Out.
Yeah.
The table if they make you a talk tick.
That's your homework between now and next Quarantenapalooza.
Is
say talk tick to the kids.
No, they like me. I don't want to make them not like me.
Well, you could say it in a way where like,
you care about them?
wow, that's so cute.
You care about what they think of you?
Look.
Oh my god! You don't even care about your children, nephews, and things.
They don't like my van. That little kid was like, why is your van?
so ugly? Does your van have like a big picture of like a Rush album on it or something?
No, that would be amazing.
Like Krieger and Arthur.
Untouchably cool, yeah.
Smells like poop.
Yeah, it's our house. We have like I think upwards of 10 litter boxes in our house right now. It's a good thing no one comes over anymore.
That's been my motto for quarantine. That's a good thing no one comes over anymore.
Yeah. We spent some of today working on our hillbilly hot tub. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah!
Hello.
Like, if we can't have people over, I guess we gotta.
Oh no, Blight is an angry goose.
Oh no.
That's how you know it's a goose and not a duck, is because it has an angry eyebrow.
Yes.
Are you a kitty Grim Reaper?
Yes.
That's the cutest.
Also kind of dark.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is that foreshadowing of Thomas Boatwright joining us on a future Quarantenapalooza?
Next week, Thomas Boatwright will be joining us next week on our Quarantenapalooza 11, and he is a death-positive artist.
I love him so much.
Who has made portraits of all our dead cats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so nice.
Aww.
I have a button to push if everybody's in. Is everybody in?
I'm in.
That's what she said. Amanda, what does yours say? TikTok?
It was supposed to say star, but I kind of ran out of room. So.
I thought it said Stan.
It might say stab.
Yeah,
it might say stab.
I thought maybe
Stan would work. Stan works too. So
that's what I thought it was. I thought maybe there was a famous TikToker called Stan, and I just didn't know.
Like slam poetry or haunted bread.
Oh no.
Draw a picture on your device.
I have no idea how to draw them.
This is the most difficult
You'll
prompt
get
I
points
think
for
I've
each
ever.
player that can correctly guess your title. So, have fun. And hey, it's never too late to join the audience. Or actually, sometimes it is too late, but it's not too late yet.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay.
Oh, that was really rough. Hey, Sprinkle.
Wow. Wow. I will be really interested to see if that actually worked or not. Wow.
I got your drawings. Some of them are a total mess. I love it.
Oh, boy.
Let's see the first piece of art. Use your devices to type in what you think the real title for this picture could have been.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Hello.
And here are your choices. One of them is the real title.
Tactic. Close smoosh adoption. Thanks for punching me in the face.
And here are your picks.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's a good one.
That's good too.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes.
Well done.
You're like, good job giving me all the points.
No, I thought that was a really difficult prompt.
You drew it really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would have done, honestly.
Okay, the next drawing. Type
What?
now.
I like how this person violated the rules, wrote something, and I
Wrote
still
something
have no
wrong.
idea.
Here are your choices.
I see what they did there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And here are your picks.
It's a good one.
Yes.
You got me.
You got.
Oh, TikTok.
Well done. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No, that.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Ooh.
Huh.
No.
And here are your choices.
Wow.
So dark.
I love Catch My Lawn Dart.
Catch my lawn dart.
Oh, okay. Who picked what? Oh.
Oh, I like that because trust me, like the hand holding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wolfie, so
Got
dark.
my-
I had to vote for it. Good job, Wolfie.
I just loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what it is, but I love this one.
Oh man, I actually, someone guessed it based on my terrible, awful drawing. I had no idea how to communicate it. I was like, should I draw a really shitty dog?
You did.
How do you draw a shitty dog? Yeah, that's hard.
Okay.
Type in a convincing title now.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, here are your choices.
Sarcoidosis.
Oh my gosh.
I have no wrist and I must
Oh, let's see what people picked.
Why do you smell like poop, Jen?
Yeah, that's true.
Was that what those lines mean?
Woo!
Oh, damn.
Well done.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I did not think that would work.
Oh, it's his handcuffs and gun, I see. I thought it was
Yeah.
like
I
a finger pointing
didn't
at
get
his
that at all.
genitals.
I'm really bad at drawing.
Ah, I hear ya.
I mean, apparently not bad enough.
So bad that no one else knew what it was.
Aww.
And here are your choices.
Oh no.
Aw.
Oh no.
Oh.
No!
Well. Well, I never.
Oh god. I'm horrified, but also I want it to be going to the club.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very plausible that that's what this game put forth as its official description.
Yeah.
That's what's so devious. This is a very cute baby seal. Good job, whoever drew this.
Pick some
Thanks.
And here are your
Thank you.
Saucy
Thank
seal.
you.
It was a good one.
Yeah, saucy. Look at that.
This is a little saucy.
God, I hope she's not a whale.
Uh-oh.
Descriptive. It is.
I'm glad we brought some sea lions into the mix.
Clearly it's not a sea lion because if you can see its rear fins, it doesn't walk on them.
Can you see its ears? It's a pinniped. It should have been a pinniped. Something.
Whoa! I'm in the lead. What the crap?
By quite a bit.
Wow!
Sorry.
Oh,
I forgot about the no text rule. Sorry.
Huh.
Why are things
Well, I still don't know what it means.
Why
Why?
are things wet over here?
Probably because of pee. Because we have 6 foster kids.
Wait, are we not all just peeing all over the place in our houses now? Because nobody's coming over.
I thought that was the new rule.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's
that's
just
the-
like in the additions that J.K. Rowling made to the Harry Potter mythos, that the wizards peed and shat everywhere and then just disapparated it.
Yeah, I'm doing a wizard LARP. Aren't y'all doing a wizard LARP? That's part of it now.
That's
I mean,
my hope.
nobody has toilet paper, so you're just like scooting across the carpet, right?
It's just yeah.
My
Exactly.
stuff doesn't work.
Gets the worms out too.
Wait, that's why the kids are always wet. Because they're wet.
I wipe myself with them.
It's.
I don't even know.
I mean, but they're so comfortable.
Type in anything.
I think J.K. Rowling has officially become worse than George Lucas in terms of ruining her own franchise.
And also
Well, that's-
being a human.
Yeah, I mean,
that too.
certainly on the leaderboard of garbage humans.
Yeah.
She hasn't gone back and republished the books, which is the next step, but I wouldn't put it past her at this point. Chapter 2, and then Harry shat, and then wizarded it away. Chapter 3.
Now it's canon, bitch.
I'm enjoying some callbacks in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Who picked what?
Thank you, thank you.
I almost went with that one.
I'm no lady.
I can't believe anyone voted for that. Thank you.
It's just as a potent phrase.
Oh.
Yeah, that was real
Nice.
good.
Hey!
Well done.
Really solid.
Yeah.
Well done. Well played.
See Parfait raking in all the thumbs.
Right.
I gave it a thumb.
That's all you got,
Now,
you know?
another drawing.
I love it.
Oh. Ah.
Oh,
How many butts? This is not me.
come on. Typing time is almost up. Oh. Here are your choices.
Nice.
Cycle of confrontation?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Hi.
Let's see what people picked. Oh.
It's pretty impressive.
What's going on?
Goonies. They never say die.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah, very well illustrated.
Especially with the little headpiece.
That was the thing. I was like, if I can add the microphone, I think that'll really bring it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 colors in the drawing is a literal game changer.
Yeah, it would have been a big old blob if I hadn't had a second color. Wow. Oh man.
Yeah, you're gonna slug it.
And here are your choices.
That's a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Oh man. And I can also like see all of these in it.
I know.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh.
Wow.
And here are your picks.
Man, that was hard.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh.
A lot of these answers are like, no, what's the rest of the story? I want to know.
Right?
Oh.
Okay.
Save a life.
Oh my.
Like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good job.
Nicely done.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Hitler wasn't all wrong.
Another.
Ew.
Oh, he was all wrong, just in case anyone. He was completely fucking wrong.
We're changing the hearts and minds of the nation.
What's up? Are we playing another
I was
game?
gonna say, everybody good for one more? Usually
Am I gonna
this
go
is the
pee
point.
or like we could do both?
We could do another drawful.
Well, let's do something different. Well,
No, I
hold
don't
on.
want to-
What does
It's a-
our Jackbox DJ Daniel
Hold
Neruda
on,
have
Daniel
in
Neruda.
store for
He's
us?
already got the drawful up.
Okay.
Brothel it is.
Aha.
Boom. Gee wuss.
Once again, just thank you so much, Daniel, for making all this work. This would not happen without you. Alright, I'm gonna go. No one, don't hit send until I get back.
Okay. Go, hit send. What?
Oh.
Hello.
Amanda, what's going on there?
It's a corn on the cob dildo.
Oh, I thought it was a case of herpes.
That looks more like Diana of Ephesus.
Oh,
Wow.
that is a saleable product, I think.
Setting off matricophobia.
Amanda, thank you for putting the suction
Suction
cup.
cup. It was all for you, babe. Because I
Very
know you like
important.
the suction cup on the bottom.
Do love it. Like 3 weeks running now.
I know.
Y'all. I appreciate that Molly is peeing on things like a proper wizard.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Standing up. Like a
I
true
love the high
patient.
kick personally.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your fabrics clear. You gotta make sure the
Yeah,
perimeter's
that's one of those,
secure.
like, is
You're so happy
like-
about it too. Like, look at that cute little smiley face.
We should all pee on things if it's gonna bring
true.
us that much joy.
Does disapparate like you just say that like all of my pee and the spell knows that what your pee is as opposed to vanishing somebody else's pee?
I mean, don't you want it to just vanish all the pee regardless of whether it's yours or not?
I mean, what
No.
if that's too much effort and the spell fails?
It's not my job to clean up after other wizards.
Well, and where does it go? Does it just disappear, or is there a piss dimension somewhere that is just full of just wizard?
there's a-
I
effects?
definitely think there's a piss dimension, and a really good wizard can make golems out of the stuff from the piss dimension and loose them upon your enemies.
They
Or really
visit
bad
one day and
wizard.
go, "Thank you for these gifts. Bitchin' ammonia, just what we needed."
Shuclane has returned.
Thanks for waiting for me.
Yeah.
Look, it's like a 3-hour show. I drink a lot of beer.
Sometimes he has to pee.
Me too.
At least you're staying hydrated.
Well, I
Yeah.
see it's time
I'm not
for
gonna
some
strap on my
football.
Depends.
8 players? Sweet. I live for the big crowds. Let's get away from this menu screen, huh? Okay, I've sent a prompt to each of your devices. Something kind of weird.
Oh, you sure did.
Frat Bros or Mad Max Fury Road cosplay. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, good luck.
Oh, that's gonna look like something else. Oh well. Sorry, everyone.
This is such a shitty prompt.
Start wondering.
I don't know.
Is anyone still watching, or are we just playing a game?
Let's take
Like,
a
because
peek
I'm
at your drawing.
totally fine with either way.
I think Brittany might be just.
Because I'm not watching the stream anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, there's 5 people in our audience, so it's definitely still streaming.
There's lots of people talking in the chat. So.
It's Ron.
I like that. I like the art. I like.
Yeah, it's really solid work.
We'll see when the guesses come in.
It's never gonna not make me laugh.
Gonna laugh. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh every time.
Here are your choices. Which of these titles do you think really inspired
oh.
this drawing?
You have different decade ideas.
Like, what kind of mustache is that?
Right?
Drinking from toilet paper feels like a very timely response, but I can't actually parse the phrase. It feels topical.
That's how the rich are showing off right now. They're drinking, they're soaking toilet paper and drinking it.
And
Show off how much
squeezing it
toilet
out.
paper they have.
Just Matt Damon in his Irish fairy tale town. Wringing wine into his mouth.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn.
Chrissy cleaning up.
Oh my.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, I couldn't think of a third Will Ferrell role to draw. I was.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well.
Second one is.
It was definitely Ron Burgundy in the front, and I should have just stopped there.
It was very Ron Burgundy-ish.
That's not a hard one.
Type in a convincing title now.
Okay.
I should have added cowbell. Yes, I should have.
So I missed all this, but I'm in love. Are those beads on a dildo?
It's a corn on the cob dildo.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Here are your choices.
Obviously.
Duh.
Gastro thing, you say?
Wow.
Hmm.
Let's see what people picked.
Oh, Blood, you got us!
Sorry.
You're not sorry at all!
You're right.
Oh my.
I got you back, Amanda. So,
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fashion. I don't get it.
Good job, Valerie.
Yeah, some of these prompts are just cruel.
yeah.
Yeah. Really devious.
Up next.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yikes.
And here are your choices.
No.
What?
Oh no.
Oh
Why are they
gosh.
so happy? That's what I want.
That costume from the first Karate Kid is pretty good.
I don't know what that means, but I'm trying.
Okay, who picked what?
Remember, because like he dressed up as the shower curtain. Never mind. Mr. Miyagi was behind it. Aww.
They were just both sad.
Yeah, they just. Ah, glass. Wow.
Oh no, what is it then? Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Well. Well.
It's gonna be that costume from the.
Oh!
Do not touch the blanket.
Oh yes, that common idiom, do not touch the blanket.
Blanket.
Yes.
Yeah. Go home, Jackbox. You're drunk.
That was a rough one to have to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been real mad if I got that one. Not gonna lie.
Next up.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
beautiful brushwork.
Sweet cheese.
Yeah.
Did not get
Okay, here are
Hey,
your
took out
choices.
all the
I
things.
took out a
What
thing.
did you expect?
I don't know.
This
I
is
just-
what happened. This is what happened.
I don't know.
Oh.
Jesus. How cheese is made. I kind of love that.
And here are your picks.
Well done, Blythe.
Thank you. Thank
Oh.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Really well done.
Oh, it's not dynamite. It's actually like
Dynamite!
milk.
Like churning butter plus time plus I don't know how to make cheese equals cheese.
Bacteria.
Dynamite.
You just let milk go bad, but not so
Yeah.
bad.
Type in a title now.
Oh.
Ooh. Hmm.
I feel like there's a whole story here. How am I supposed to
Yeah.
come up with like a one line?
sometimes you know no one's gonna choose yours, and you gotta do it anyway.
Yep.
It needs to be said.
Sometimes it's not for anybody else, it's just for you.
Yes.
standing on one leg.
Okay.
And here are your choices.
It's the only way we can aim as ladies.
Oh.
Ooh.
Get off my turret, bitch, is amazing. Move, bitch! Get off my turret!
I almost wrote stabbing someone with an airplane.
Good job, Wolfie. Good job, Live.
Ah,
And
damn!
that was really good.
Tricked us really well.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
I was really
Yeah.
It's so good.
remembered that one scene from The Rock.
It deserved points. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it did not work.
That was dark. That was dark. I loved it.
Wow.
What?
Whoa.
You know what? Yeah.
You know that song Rocket Man? You're him.
Rocket Man.
Oh, that went terribly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Just too much action. We were so swept up in the narrative of that.
Let's
It's true.
at our next drawing.
Oh.
Whoa.
Totally my new band name.
Quick, type in anything. Oh. Here are your choices. Oh. Okay, who picked what?
Sorry, audience.
Gross.
The music in this game bumps so hard, and then they interject it with fart and burp noises.
Yeah,
Which arguably makes it better.
Oh yeah. I just wish it was a little more quantized to the rhythm.
It's fair.
Damn.
Yes.
And a cleaning up.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Wow.
I almost went with that one. It just
It seemed like, yeah, just not a thing that they do on this.
actually, my thought was, if I got that, I would have put a hand inside of it, not actual inside.
Right.
That's why I didn't choose that one.
Yeah.
I'm not you.
Clearly.
And this game sometimes puts typos in its official answers, which is, again, cruel.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'm just apologizing for this one. These are the moments when I hate that there's no erase.
I mean, you can refresh the page and start completely over. But,
Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. I don't know. I enjoyed the thing I came up with for it, even if no one else likes it.
I already love it.
Hurry up, people. Just type something in.
My eye is just drawn to the beads. The dildo beads.
I know, I can't stop
I can't
looking at
not
that.
look at it.
Mhm. Everyone went to the same place.
Yep. It's a very clear image, very communicative.
Yep.
Let's see what people picked.
What? That wasn't it.
How's that not it?
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I realized it looked like a middle finger and I could not fix it. I was just like,
Definitely a middle finger.
it's, you know, we do our best, okay?
All right, let's do another one.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You are all saying that like it means something to you.
No, there's just so much happening.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Come on, type it. Okay, here are your choices.
Oh.
Her Faye.
Her Faye.
Good God. Oh God, I messed up.
We have both spellings of mustache represented here, which I'm really appreciating.
Oh yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
The crap.
Select an answer. Come on. And here are your picks.
The type of board.
I could see it. I convinced myself of it by looking at the picture.
Girl got a messed up week.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Thank you, Blythe.
You're so welcome. I was like, it literally can't be anything else.
Cross.
Corn dildo!
Yeah!
It's the corniest dildo I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Must.
All around.
A
Oh,
question
God,
of
man,
yeah,
sweep in
very
the
good.
category.
Double win.
Oh yeah, a mustache net is a thing you wear over your mustache when you're sleeping to keep it from getting upset. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
We all learned something.
It's time.
I think it's time. I want to say thank you so much for all the people watching. I want to say thank you so much to Keith Baker, Jenn Ellis, Molly Lewis. You're amazing, and I love you. Damsels of Dark and most of all,
Jackbox Games.
And thank you to Jackbox Games.
Thanks.
Most of all, Sensei Ping.
Like,
I
thank
feel like
you so much
Sensei
for being
Ping
here.
was the.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sensei Ping was like the linchpin that held this whole thing together.
So thank you so much, everyone. I'm sorry if I forgot anyone.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Everyone have a good night.
I don't think it. If you guys want to keep playing,
You're all lovely.
that's our.
Bye, y'all.
That's our. We're sleepy.